In overtime, Chaz Henry ignored taunting from the sideline, kicked a 37-yard field goal, and the domination continued. Gary Danielson, the big news this week, John Brantley, who was injured in the loss to Alabama, is back for this game.
He is, Vern, we were there when he went down against Alabama. Florida has never been the same since that ankle injury. I went to practice on Thursday. He's not 100%, but his arm is, and they're going to give him a shot. But it's been a little bit different as he came out for this game. He came out to warm-ups in just his shorts. You see his ankle heavily taped. He threw a bit, never put his uniform on, ended up sitting next to Charlie Weiss. They discussed something here, seeing how he feels, but when they came out to warm up, no John Brantley, just Brissett and Driscoll, and Todd Grantham, defensive coordinator for Georgia, watched the whole thing unfold. And Vern, part of the story here, just announced the starting lineups. They announced Jeff Driscoll as the starter. I got a feeling here this is all just part of the makeup of this game. I still expect to see Brantley.
Well, and how does his presence affect them?
Well, I mean, they are going to throw the football, and they're going to throw it from shotgun. I think that's what Brantley does. When I watched him in practice, he didn't take any from under center, and they're going to have to move it through the air. We will see all the other quarterbacks, but I think we're going to see Brantley first.
Georgia comes in having won its last 5 after they lost their 2 first games of the season, but the big news defensively, the first half suspension of Kwame Gathers and Sean Williams. They will play in the second half. How does this affect them?
Well, I think Williams is the bigger story because of what Florida does. They're not an inside power running team. Gathers will be back in the second half. They won't miss him. Williams a little bit more. The bigger story in this game is, can Georgia play Georgia football and not beat themselves? It has been a story of turnovers in this game. When you watch Aaron Murray, he has to do it, no mistakes if they have a chance, and Bernie's going to have to do it without his best receiver. Malcolm Mitchell will not play in the game.
Malcolm Mitchell out with a hamstring injury. He did not even make the trip. Back with a kickoff from Jacksonville right after this.
Go Gators!
Wow, what's that?
Oh, it's the new AT&T smartphone.
Nice. I wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got a good deal.
Look at that screen. Fast, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, FITD.
It streams movies. Real web browsing. Turn left now. Look at this camera. Hold on. Let's get a photo. I'm listening to downloaded music. Oh, I can afford that. See ya.
The AT&T Impulse 4G. For $29.99, there's no excuse not to get your own. AT&T.
It's about the university. It's about the G. It's about the Georgia people. It's important to see the fans. It's important to feel the excitement of what's going on.
The football tradition here is off the chart. When people play Georgia, they know they got hit.
Ford has a tradition to be reckoned with. F-Series has been America's best-selling truck for 34 years. Now drive F-150 with 0 for 60 or up to $7,000 in total savings. Visit shopfordnow.com for more great offers.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus. Easy to get, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $10 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
Rain this morning. On cue, the skies have become blue. 71 degrees and a slight breeze of 13 miles per hour. Florida won the toss, elected to receive, and they've got the ever-dangerous Chris Rainey, the speedster, back to return it. Flag down, so this one's going to come back. Rainey all the way out to midfield.
Well, a big play is going to come back, and field position has not been great. I think that's it right there is where it happened, the play. Field position's been tough for Florida because they've not been getting turnovers. So again, it would have been nice field position. Now they're going to be backed up inside their 20-yard line.
Here's Matt Moore.
During the return, holding. Number 44, half the distance to the goal, First down.
That's Leon Orr. And the lineups presented by Chick-fil-A, and we begin with John Brantley.
Well, when I watched him, he did not take one snap from under center. So I think what you're going to see here is a 2-minute drill. Shotgun throws, or shotgun draws, or shotgun screens, and there it is, empty.
Instead of midfield, they start at their own 7-yard line. And Brantley out of the spread. 5 wide receivers, snap a little high. Pass complete.
He could go.
Jeff Demps, he's got a blocker. There are 3 men chasing him, and they've got the angle. Brandon Boykin with the tackle.
Now you can tell, now everybody has told us all year, it's a little lateral screen here, bubble screen. Everybody has told us all week that Demps is finally 100%. Now this is one of the fastest men in the world. The fastest man in the world does not get caught from behind, and you can see it, he has no 5th gear. No 5th gear at all, and he gets caught from behind.
Gain of 72, and a first down at the 21-yard line. Demps with an ankle sprain himself, sustained on a kickoff return. Here's Brantley. Wide right, let's set the offense. First of all, we'll begin with the men up front. Nixon gets the start. Wenger, Harrison, Jalapio, and Matt Patchen for an injured Chaz Henry at right tackle. DeVos, Rainey, and Demps. You've already seen them both. Demps back. We were told 100%. Not quite. Second down. Brantley. Oh, he had him. Oh, my gracious. He had Rainey open near the 5-yard line.
Now remember, Rainey is a running back playing slot. He's not an accomplished wide receiver. There isn't a slot. It's a good throw, a perfect throw, but it had some heat on it. I'll tell you that right now. Now, that's one he should walk into the end zone with right there. Brantley knew it. Every Gator fan knew that one. Every Bulldog fan knew that one. Every Georgia Dog fan said, oh, we dodged 2 of them. Demps isn't 100%, and Rainey just dropped one.
Third down 10. Blitz.
And that's what I think they're going to do to Brantley throughout the game. And that's what I'd do if I was Todd Grantham. He has no real mobility. He's going to be a quick thrower throughout the game. And you have to tell him, okay, if you're going to be out there with one leg, you're going to have to do it fast, because we're coming right up. This was a missed protection by the offensive line. Jonathan Harrison, the center, blocked no one on the play. That wasn't an overload blitz. That was a misalignment by the Florida offensive line.
Here's the field goal attempt. Brad Phillips.
And remember, you've got the injury to Sturgis. He was hurt in the 4th quarter against Auburn 2 weeks ago, and he's still not back.
Well, gamesmanship with us as well by the Florida staff.
Well, remember, Sturgis was hurt against Auburn,
right?
And he's still, after a week off, he's still not back, and it cost him 3.
You may be thinking, I took care of myself and had a healthy pregnancy. My labor progressed normally. And while the doctors didn't admit that anything went wrong at birth, I felt that something wasn't right. I have so many questions about what happened to my baby, but I don't know who to ask or whether I should even be asking them. I worry about my child every day, and I don't know if I can afford to get her the care she needs. If you have concerns about your child, call Sokolov Law. Their dedicated team of registered nurses can help you start the process of getting your questions answered, so you can spend more time focused on finding your daughter the medical attention she needs. Conditions like cerebral palsy and brachial plexus palsy are sometimes the result of an injury at birth and may be due to a mistake made by a doctor.
Call for a free consultation at 1-800-279-9123. That's 1-800-279-9123. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Do you know what the purpose of advertising is? A lot of people think they know, and why shouldn't they? The old techniques still work. for a time. The truth is, the fundamental principle of advertising your business is to ensure that both now and future buyers think of your business ahead of your competitors. It's what's called equity position. And at Via Media, it's what we do best by utilizing the convergence of television and the internet to build you a never-ending line of customers. At Via Media, we grow businesses.
With the exception of 2 games in the mid-90s when this stadium was being remodeled, this game has been played annually in Jacksonville since 1933. Florida, as you see, 18-3 over the last 21. But how about that start?
I mean, it should have been 7 points twice and 3 points once. Big dodge by Georgia.
First down, Aaron Murray. First pass is complete to a wide open Tavares King, number 12. And let's introduce you to the Chick-fil-A starting quarterback, Aaron Murray. 61% for the year, 16 touchdowns. That leads the SEC, but vivid memories of this game a year ago when, yes, he threw for 3 touchdowns, but also, yes, he threw for 3 interceptions. Florida blitzing. Murray with a lot of time goes deep. Double coverage way downfield. And that was Marlon Brown, number 15. They are missing Malcolm Mitchell, their freshman receiver who leads the team in catches. Glenn, Lee, Jones, Burnett, and Anderson up front. There's Marlon Brown, Figgins, the fullback, Crowell, the freshman. He'll carry much of the load today. Running it, Orson Charles is a very gifted tight end, and Tavares King is the other starter. Second down. Crowell and Figgins in the eye. It's a toss. And King tried to lay a block out here on the wing, and he missed it almost completely. Let's introduce you to the Florida defense. Up front, Easley, Howard, and Floyd. Easley playing well lately. Powell, not so much. Jenkins, Bostic, and McCray are the linebackers, and the secondary, Roberson, Elam, Josh Evans, and Cody Riggs. Third down.
It's going to be on Florida.
Sure should.
Trying to get a free play out of it.
Yeah.
Very smart play by Aaron Murray there.
Jonathan Bostic was the man who appeared to have come across the neutral zone.
Which will make it, what, 3rd and 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, 3rd and 2.
Offsides. Number 52 of the defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Oh, boy. Jelani Jenkins cut through untouched and forces a 4th down for the Georgia Bulldogs.
That was a bare front. What a bare front means is you load the center and the 2 guards so you can free up your linebackers. And Jenkins comes right around the blocks, right into the middle. Jenkins steps in, steps around, and makes the play.
That will bring on Drew Butler, who this week learned he is a finalist for the Campbell Award. That's the academic Heisman. He will be honored along with 15 others in New York early December. Drew Butler, All-American a year ago, both academically and on the field. Rainey is back, has it, and he's down at the 30-yard line. Special teams have not been a standout despite Butler's excellence punting the ball. The average return by opponents for Georgia is 13 yards. Well, interesting start with opportunities going by the wayside.
We're under attack by termites. We're fighting back with Centricon. Here's how it works. The termites attack the Centricon stations inside of your space station, exposing themselves to an agent that targets their underground colony. The colony goes, ah!
Call Cooks to see how affordable it is to upgrade to Centricon's proven protection. The inspection is free.
Centricon rules, right, Commander Chuck?
You are one smart kid, Lewis.
Cooks Pest Control.
Our lawyers try to bring justice to clients who've been injured, who are seeking justice, somebody to stand up for them, to speak out for those who have no one to speak for them.
Johnny dedicated his life to representing victims of wrongful death, trucking accidents, and medical negligence.
Today, we continue Johnny's legacy by fighting for these victims, and we will stand up for them when nobody else will.
We are the Cochran Firm. If you've been injured, call us at 404-222-9922.
If you're considering a loan to help you take more financial control, Regions has options for you. Our experts will help you with advice and guidance to find not just a loan, but the right loan, and we'll do it on your timeline. Most decisions only take 30 minutes. It takes effort to achieve financial control, but our bankers are here to help you gain the stability you want with the award-winning service you expect. Ready? Come see us. Now that's control.
If you are a Florida fan, it's been a game of missed opportunities. Chris Rainey with the opening kickoff, 48 yards, brought back. Jeff Demps caught from behind at the end of a 72-yard run. Chris Rainey drops a pass with an open path to the end zone, and then Brad Phillips on for an injured Caleb Sturgis, misses wide right.
And remember, the Caleb Sturgis injury a year ago led to a lot of problems for Florida, and one of the reasons Todd Grantham was trying to get into Chan Hendry's head, because he had missed so many kicks last year.
Brantley, this time it's perfect. And it's Rainey all the way out to the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you, the guy can really throw. And say what you want about Florida struggling. When you take a starting quarterback off any elite team, an elite starting quarterback was a senior, and in this transition year for Florida, they had to have Brantley. Remember, he threw against Alabama for almost 200 yards. He had 190 yards passing before he went down, so he could throw the ball against anyone.
They load up with 3 to the left here on first down. And he's got a man wide open again. This is Deontay Thompson, number 6. And let's introduce you to the Georgia defense. John Jenkins will go most of the first half because Kwame Gathers is suspended. Jones and Tyson on either side. Jones, Gilliard, Ogletree back after missing almost all the season with a broken foot. Smith, Cummings, Rambo. Cummings is starting at strong safety in place of the suspended Sean Williams. First down 10. Every pass, every play has been a pass.
It has, and it's going to be, he's just the only guy back there, and he can't run. So he's got to throw it. There's not going to be any quarterback draws, I'll tell you that.
And on the bike, the latest member of the Gators family who is suspended because of action.
That's a sturdy bike, I'll tell you that right now. Check that one out on the internet and find out how strong that one is, because that's a big man there.
Suspended because of a fracas at the end of the Vanderbilt game 2 weeks ago. Second down. Wide open. Trey Burton.
See, it's hard for Charlie Weiss. If you're an offensive coordinator, and by the way, Charlie Weiss is up in the box for the first time this year because he feels he can call a better game. There's Charlie. When you turn on the tape and you say, which team could we most be like to try to attack Georgia? You got to say, well, I'm going to throw it like Boise State did. Kellen Moore was 28 for 34. Let's see if they can stop the pass.
They've yet to run, and Molt here. First down 10. Blitz from the corner. Brantley escapes it, now wings it out of bounds, leads it away from danger. 10:34 to go here. And a second down after the pressure was applied by Ogletree on that last play.
And if I'm Georgia, I'm going to start coming more and more after him. I've got to try to see if I can move him off his spot.
And they do give it to Rainey, and he's caught and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3, Brandon Boykin, number 2 with the tackle.
Oh, man. Is that Rainey down?
Yes, it is.
We saw Demps is 100%. It's not 100%.
Another look as Boykin makes the tackle.
And poorly blocked by Florida. If you watch it real close, if we have a chance, both of the offensive linemen blocked the same guy for Florida that time. That's a mental mistake, and put Boykin right in there, just a clear path.
Chris Rainey is the injured player. Time has been called. Chris Rainey walked off limping, but was not aided in his departure from the field. Now they're checking his right knee. 3rd and 13.
They like to run this shovel pass in this situation. They sprint out and pitch it underneath.
A lot of time.
Oh,
come back. Wow.
Look at that timing.
Andre DeBose looked like Fred Biletnikoff.
Absolutely. DeBose, who's gone deep for a couple touchdowns. Here's the matchup right here. There is a safety help. Playing in and out on the receiver that time and run a route into the outside of the in and out and wide open that time. Brandon Smith, that's a little bit too much, too easy in this league. I mean, that's not Brissett and Driscoll, two true freshmen throwing the ball. That's a real quarterback.
Well, they needed 13. They got 14, and they are at the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff inside. It goes to Jeff Demps, who had the 72-yard pass reception on the first series of the game. Well, since losing Brantley 10 quarters, 30 possessions, and a total of 17 points, Driscoll came on, the freshman, and then he was replaced by Brissett.
And remember, the touchdown was just a bomb. It's not like they drove it down the field. You know, with an LSU deep pass, it was just a long throw. So, and also, though, I mean, it was Alabama LSU. No one else was moving against them either.
Yeah, Mark Richt was saying earlier this week, and here's second down.
That's got to be.
Flag is down.
The tough one for the Florida fans, and I think the Florida staff, and for Will Muschamp, was the Auburn game.
Right.
You know, statistically, one of the defenses you think you can move the ball against, and they just didn't get anything.
False start. Number 73 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
I think if you're Todd Grantham now, defensive coordinator, thinking about Florida right here and their lack of ability to kick a field goal, I think you're thinking they're probably in 4-down territory right now. So they might have to blitz to try to grab a better down and distance situation so they don't go for it on 4 downs. They try a long field goal or punt.
Empty backfield again. 3 wide to the right side, 2 to the left on second down and 13. Brantley. Yep.
They only brought 4, but you can see right now, one of the problems that Matt Patchen has, he's got a bad right thumb, number 71 for Florida. Now on the left side, it doesn't bother him too much because he can hold and push with that outside hand. But if you look on that right hand, when he lines up, that right thumb is the one where you need the power to keep those guys coming from around the corner. And I wonder, watching this game, if that might give him trouble on pass protection. It sure did there.
Now Florida with a 3rd and 19. And a field goal kicker, Phillips, who missed his only attempt of his career at the end of the first series. Brantley lobs it out, incomplete.
The umpire
he ran into the umpire.
Yeah, the umpire
he sure did.
And that's just part of the game. The umpire always moves forward. That's his job is. And as a receiver, you have to know that. Now watch the umpire move forward. That's what he's going to do. And as a running back or a receiver, you have to know his action. You got to go behind him. And boy, that play would have worked pretty well. That would have been a big play.
Yep. And now 4th down.
They almost got to go for it here, don't they? You got to have a field goal kicker.
It would have been a 47, 48-yard attempt for Phillips with Sturgis injured. And so Florida will go for it. 4th and 19.
Will Muschamp took a timeout, I believe.
Indeed. Will Muschamp.
Timeout. Florida.
Who played in this game 4 times. No score yet. 4th and 19 for Florida. Chris Rainey injured. For more, here's Tracy Wolfson.
That's right, guys. It's a right ankle injury. They taped him up over his shoe. He's doing some running here on the sideline. He didn't look so confident after this. He's running back and forth, talking to the trainer, shaking his head. But remember, Florida gives no injury information, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on it, guys.
You know, it must be, we haven't done them for a while, Vern. It must be Vanderbilt and Mississippi State that does give information because nobody else does either.
I was just thinking that. They certainly
goes with this league, I think, right?
They certainly don't tell you when the place kicker's injured. On 4th and 19.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown, Jordan Reed. How do you do?
Come on, this is all John Brantley right here. Running up in the pocket. A 6-man blitz this time. Georgia did not play zone. And when you give a quarterback an extra throw, an extra second, my goodness.
On 4th and 19, here's Phillips with the extra point. On in place of Caleb Sturgis, it's good, worth a couple of other looks.
Well, when you blitz 6 men on 4th and long, and watch Brantley right here, he's going to move up in the pocket. Good cleared out inside, and then he makes the throw a perfect throw. Man-to-man coverage downfield, and Jordan Reed, by the way, there's another guy Florida finally has healthy. Charlie Weiss told us the first game against Tennessee, I thought he could catch 50-plus balls for me this year. He's so good. Well, there's one big one right there.
The man who missed him, Alec Ogletree.
There's no way to hide it. If you drive drunk, we will find you. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement and cracking down like never before.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight? Sir, have you been drinking this evening? Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
Make no mistake, you will get caught and you will be arrested. Over the limit, under arrest.
All across Georgia, people are switching their natural gas service. They're making the switch to Scana Energy. It's easy. So easy, people are hardly noticing the change. They are noticing the savings. Because customers who switch to Scana Energy from another natural gas provider save an average of 15% a year. So we make it easy to switch and a snap to save. Call or go online today. Save 15% plus an extra $60 your first year.
At Nature's Own, we don't add artificial preservatives, colors, or flavors, or even high fructose corn syrup. We use only nature's best ingredients in our breads so that you can add the best of yours. Nature's Own. We are nature's baker.
Gators with an 11-play, 80-yard drive, 7:34. And they take a lead over Georgia, 7-0. This has left the Georgia sideline befuddled. How's this happen?
Well, not only did they blitz, not only did they not get to Brantley, not only did they give him a hole up the middle to run up in, they also blew the coverage. They did everything wrong on one play. It cost them 7 points.
Brandon Boykin, who in his career has 4 kickoffs returned for touchdown, will not have a shot there. How about Phillips? He's got a little edge to him now.
Well, here's Bakari Rambo right here. He's the safety that should be helping back here, okay? Here's the guy that runs the touchdown, Jordan Reed. Now watch the safety just stand there. Nothing happens. What's he doing? You've got a linebacker with no help in the middle of the field on 4th down. That's a total bust. They broke down in 3 areas. They blitzed, okay. If you blitz, you can't let a guy with one leg move up in the pocket.
Jordan Reed's first touchdown catch of the year. Now Murray, this is only the 5th play from scrimmage run by Georgia. Murray goes right after the play fake. He's being chased and he is caught and dropped by Ronald Powell.
Watch Jelani Jenkins, number 3, make a tremendous play as a linebacker right here. He's going to follow the play and then drop back. Watch. He sees it. Now find the crosser. Find the crosser. That's exactly what he did. No place to go with the ball.
Here's Murray. Tries a screen. Could be picked off.
Ooh.
Incomplete, but close.
They're calling it caught now.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Overruled.
Yes, Roberson.
Trying to screen to Crowell. Ball's thrown too hard. Crowell did not get his hands, hits him right in the head, and Roberson dives and makes the catch. Let's see if he got his hands underneath it. Pretty clear he did there, didn't it?
Indeed. So
turnovers again.
Yeah. Murray threw 3 picks last year.
There's a Wildcat. Huh?
That's Trey Burton.
Yep.
We expect to see quite a bit of him in that position. And that's usually a part of their offensive game plan. Wow. And you see Georgia yielding, and as Gary pointed out, multiple mistakes defensively. 2nd down and 14. Brantley with a lot of time, but then nobody open downfield.
Live to fight another day. You don't have a field goal kicker. You don't have it right away, get rid of it. This time the Georgia defense plays good coverage. Combo right there. You see him in and out. Nowhere to go. Ball could have gone to the far right corner that time, but Brantley doesn't read it that far out, and then you just got to throw it away. Couple reads, get rid of it.
That was Jarvis Jones with the sack, his 2nd already in the game, his 6th of the year, number 29, the linebacker who transferred to Georgia from USC, the West Coast USC. 3rd down, 22. Boy, it looked like Nixon might have moved.
Absolutely.
But no flag, another sack. Well, now Florida's got it right where they want it.
It's amazing. Just wonder this time if, even though it's a
punt,
I don't know. I mean, maybe Georgia will accommodate and blitz again. I don't know.
Well, Brantley's still in there. 4th and 30.
That one was messed up from the start with. There was nowhere the ball go to that time. I'm betting against the blitz here.
Are you?
If it is, it'll be a zone blitz. 5 men will come and they'll play zone behind it.
Quentin Dunbar breaks and goes wide left. 3 receivers to the right.
Yeah, they didn't get it off. The quarter ended. Oh, excuse me. The play clock. I'm sorry. Too much time, and in between they went to the 25-second clock that time.
You spent too much time watching baseball.
False start. Number 56 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Fourth and 35. And Kyle Christie will come on as the punter. He saw his first game action in the last outing for Florida, replacing David Lerner. And here's Christie, who boomed it. He won't have a chance here. He's going to try for the corner, I would think, or else high, and see what happens. Too deep.
Heard both coaches today. None of them were very respectful.
They were.
Were the players doing that, or were they all over Twitter and doing everything else?
Well, there was no trash talk.
I don't know how you could not be respectful watching these two teams on tape. Both teams will watch the other one and say, yeah, I see it. They're good teams. Well, see if Georgia can survive this start.
Crowell bounces to the outside. Jalen Watkins giving chase. He couldn't catch up. And Matt Elam and another player is down back to the 30-yard line for the Gators.
Well, downhill runs. And remember, Florida struggled with this against Alabama and LSU. And I'm kind of surprised that Georgia didn't try to see if Florida could stop the run early in this game. They came out throwing and did not so far make Florida prove they could stop the downhill run.
The injured player was McCray, and he walked off without assistance. First down, toss. Crowell goes right, gets good blocks. And he's spilled as he gets up near the 48-yard line. Isaiah Crowell. Chris Burnett, number 68, the right guard, leading the way with a good block.
There's no doubt when you turn on the tape, the thing that I think maybe has Florida fans, and I know Will Muschamp most frustrated, is they have not yet got to the elite run defense where they were when they won those championships.
Second down 4. Crowell, nice move. He's got that ability to cut quickly.
Oh, yes, he does.
Well, they've had a series of pretty good running backs as freshmen at Georgia. That guy in 1980, Herschel Walker, Garrison Hurst, Noshawn Moreno, and Isaiah Crowell here as a true freshman, 608 yards. That's those totals through the first 7 games. And they're going to bring out the chain for a measurement. Crowell second among true freshmen per game average. Short. Mark Richt. Last 2 years have been troublesome for him. He had a start at Georgia to be envied. Won 13 games in 2002. But the seat has gotten a little warmer in the last couple of years, and this game's significant to him and to the Georgia athletic program. They've just been dominated by. Now here's the third down and short. Oh, the left tackle move. I think it was Orson Charles.
It was a tight end.
Tight end, yeah.
Georgia was trying to come out and quick snap it. You assume Florida might have said something at the line of scrimmage and maybe a shift or something, and Orson Charles.
Ball start. Number 7 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
An inexcusable mistake on a 3rd and inches. And I think that's what Mark Richt is saying. Did they yell out some type of a shift? But you know what? It's your job. 3rd and inches. You saw the quick snap formation by Georgia, and they did not execute it.
So make it an official 3rd and 6 now. And Murray will go from the spread. His high school teammate at Plant High in Tampa was Orson Charles. Two on the play clock. They do get it snapped in time. Across the middle, boy, in between 2 defenders. Marlon Brown with a catch.
And it really was a nice job. Marlon Brown's a 220-pound receiver, and you could see after he caught it that kept his feet, kept his wits about him, and knew it was a close play for a first down and powered through it for the first down.
Mark Richt pleased with that. Marlon Brown with a breakout game 2 weeks ago. 4 catches for 121 yards against Vandy. This is Carlton Thomas, number 30, on to spell Isaiah Crowell.
Looked like a face mask from here, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Latter stages of an intriguing first quarter.
Personal foul, face mask. Number 6 for the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Jay Howard.
Yeah, you're reaching out. You got to be careful when you're doing that. But you got somebody blocking you that weighs 320 pounds, and you're trying to make any play you can to get the guy stopped, and you reach out and grab the face mask. And Carlton Thomas is small, so when you're reaching out, you got to be careful. He's only 5'7", maybe.
On first down, Murray out of the gun. 2:20 to go, opening quarter. Blitz, Murray, man open right side, modest gain. That's Orson Charles. Nice call. Here's the toss, right side. Crowell in jail. Flag is down. Well, see who this West Virginia, formerly invited to join the Big 12, Boise State. President of the university met with Big East officials on Thursday, and the SEC confirms that they're working on 13 and 14 team schedules, thus the background on Tim Brando's update.
Holding. Number 7 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, Orson Charles has had a forgettable series.
Drive. He needs to catch a pass now to make up for it, doesn't he?
My goodness.
It's right there that they're going to see. He doesn't let go of the jersey right at the end. That's one of the things that when you're a tight end, you know that official, the side judge, has his eyes right on you. You can hold, but when he starts to move away from you, let go quickly.
Second down, 18. Blitz threatened from the corner. See if the Gators are coming. They are. Murray, good protection. Fires it, caught. That's Marlon Brown. I beg your pardon.
Really nice route by Marlon Brown. Very, very nice here. Watch him. He got press coverage. Georgia knew that Florida would give him press coverage all game, and Marlon Brown, again, 220-pound receiver, out-muscles that time Cody Riggs, and that's what you have to do. You're not the fastest guy in the world. Use what you got. He's got good strength.
Final 45, opening quarter. Georgia, first scoring threat of the ball game. They trail by 7. Murray. Nice catch.
Absolutely.
Michael Bennett, number 82. Up in the air and concentrated and held on to it.
Yeah, look how accurate this throw is. I mean, Aaron Murray, you know, we saw him a year ago. We know he's a special football player. And his accuracy, one of the things that the coaches said he needed to get better at so far in this game, has been very good.
That is a first down. And there is Bennett. Malcolm Mitchell did not make the trip, watching back in Athens. On first down, they try the middle. Now they bounce it outside. There's Crowell, and good job of pursuit. Cody Riggs, number 31, was the Gator leading defensively, and that stops the clock with 5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter.
This time I'll be right. They'll start it, and that'll be the end of the quarter.
Okay.
1 for 2 on time of clock.
I got you. Verizon Red Zone stats for the season, modest at best. Well, an interesting opening 15 minutes. The end of the first quarter, 7-0. We'll return to Jacksonville after this message and a word from your local station.
We're under attack by termites. We're fighting back with Centricon. Here's how it works. The termites attack the Centricon stations inside of your space station, exposing themselves to an agent that targets their underground colony. The colony goes,
Call Cooks to see how affordable it is to upgrade to Centricon's proven protection. The inspection is free.
Centricon rules, right, Commander Chuck?
You are one smart kid, Lewis.
Cooks Pest Control.
I'm Jim Cox. This CSS Outdoors Monthly Tip is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, your destination for outdoor gear. Deer season is upon us. One area of deer hunting that's seen tremendous growth recently is the science of using minerals, attractants, and food plots to help produce an overall healthier herd and larger deer. There are several ways you can do this. Attractants like boned ammonium are poured on the ground. You can also use a mineral block. Chip off a few pieces of the block. This will help bring deer in closer to the block. Using corn from a feeder is another option, or you can create a food plot by planting seeds prior to the season. As with the feeding of any wild game, make sure you check your local hunting regulations. All of these minerals, seeds, and attractants are available at your local Academy Sports and Outdoors store. Check academy.com for store details and locations. Right stuff, low price, every day. Until next time, I'm Jim Cox.
Under pressure from Ronald Powell, and Powell's got it.
On 4th and 19.
Oh, my
Got it. Touchdown. Jordan Reed. And we welcome you back to Jacksonville, the start of quarter number 2. And that shot you see is the Jacksonville landing. It's full now, but many of our production guys tell us it was really full last night, late in the evening. I'm not giving up names. 2nd down and 9. Georgia with a chance to tie or get 3 out of this. Fake the draw. Murray under pressure. Got him. And so that's going to set up 3rd and long for a Georgia team that at one point, Gary, 15 plays run by Florida and only 4 for Georgia. You are not surprised at the tactics that
I thought it was a very interesting ruse or gamesmanship by Florida. Now look, at all week Georgia said we're going to face Brantley, but then right before the game they saw nothing but the young quarterback, so they had to adjust, and then back comes Brantley. I think it caught Georgia a little off balance.
3rd and long. Murray looks over to the sideline. Out of the gun. Timeout.
Well, Will Muschamp and Dan Quinn, the 2 defensive masterminds, love to play man-to-man, but I can't imagine they'll do it here.
On 3rd and 14, the snap back. Here comes the blitz straight through. Murray gets rid of the defender and is going to be short of the 1st down, but wow.
How about that?
Jonathan Bostic.
There's no
Nobody
way,
picked him up.
Not even Peyton Manning could have pre-read this one. They give you a soft shell, and then they come 2 linebackers right up and force Murray out of the pocket. Nice move by Murray to get outside, but he never really looked for a receiver again. He was just running for his life and try to get in field goal range.
That brings on Blair Walsh, who's had a really tough year. He only missed 5 the last 2 years. He's missed 8 this season. This one from 32. No problem here.
Boy, that one never left dead center.
No. Jeff Demps. Here we go again. What about this time? 50. He's got a blocker in front. Down the sidelines. No running out of gas here. Touchdown, Jeff Demps. He got caught at the end of a 72-yard return to open the game, but this time, no problem. That was a play from scrimmage on the little pass to the left. And Phillips is on to try the extra point. First kickoff career touchdown return for Jeff Demps, 99 yards. Now Red Lobster presents today's Scholar Athlete, and the Scholar Athlete wears white and red today. It's Drew Butler. Red Lobster's commitment to the investment of our future is shown by donating $1,000 to the University of Georgia's General Scholarship Fund. Here's Brandon Boykin. He's got 4 in his career. And this one is not going to get to the 35. He's down at the 31-yard line.
Well, remember, Aaron Murray threw that interception in his own red zone territory. Florida had the ball first inside the 15, 18-yard line for that drive.
Yep.
Great stop there. Got a sack, pushed him out of field goal range or whatever it was. They don't have a field goal kicker. All of a sudden, Georgia makes a nice drive, makes it a game, and then look what happens. Those non-offensive touchdowns are killers.
Yep, they have been hampered by poor special teams play all season. There is no special teams coach for Mark Richt. Each of his assistants has a certain area of responsibility. First down and 10. Murray, handoff deep. It's Richard Samuel, number 22. He's the junior out of Cartersville. And he is the third running back we've seen for the Bulldogs. Tackle made by Michael Taylor, number 51. Second down, 7. 14-3. Murray goes left side, tipped. Oh boy, intended for Bennett. And that was Deontay Pop Saunders, who started much of the year and then was suspended for a game for a team rules violation.
Yeah, if that had been a good throw, that would have been a pick 6. That was a high throw. Pop Sanders would have had that and taken it into the end zone.
Third and 7. Play clock at 4. They got it in time. Watch out. Cox is down, and the ball might have been deflected on the sack. Sharif Floyd, number 73.
Yeah, and that ball could have gone anywhere. The free safety on that play was trying to come over and help, and Floyd hits Rogers just as he lets it go. Georgia very, very fortunate this just didn't fall into the hands like a punt to the free safety. Landed right in the middle of the field, about 35 yards downfield.
So Drew Butler is on. Jeff Demps, who just returned it 99 yards, is on for a punt return, which means Rainey is up rushing the punter.
If he's in there, is he?
Yeah, that's good point.
Yeah,
good
I think
point.
he is in. I don't know if he's in there or not. I don't think he is.
Well, we'll check.
Yeah, and remember that catching punts has been a problem. They muffed 3 of them last 2 weeks ago against Auburn.
Oh, man.
The real key to success is making sure customers think of you first, both now and in the future. It's what's known as equity position, and it's the fundamental principle of advertising. Via Media is a marketing company that utilizes the convergence of TV and the internet to create a never-ending line of customers for your business. Learn more at viamediatv.com. Give your company the boost it needs. How would you like to have a never-ending line of future customers? It's what's known as equity position, and not only is it the fundamental principle of advertising, but it's what we at Via Media do best. At Via Media, we grow businesses.
The Augusta Training Shop. For over 50 years, we've specialized in beautiful, high-quality furniture restoration. We repair, paint, finish, and stain all types of furniture, whether it's indoor or outdoor. At the Augusta Training Shop, we also polish metals of all types, recane chairs, rockers, stools, and more, restoring their former beauty. The Augusta Training Shop. Call today at 706-738-1358 or stop by 1704 Jenkins Street, just off Walton Way.
Jacksonville, hard by the St. Johns River. Now let's take a look at our Home Depot tools for success.
Well, sometimes you got to search around the toolbox and find the right tool, but this time they kicked it to the right tool. He's fast, and I'm telling you, he's faster than this. He is not 100%. He's going to take it at about, what, 11.0 here, 99 yards. That's one of the fastest players in the fastest runners in the world. And you show it even at whatever he is, 90%, he's fast enough. Especially when no Georgia defender was in picture on that one. Nobody was even near it.
Well, he had Moses Jenkins, number 36, is kind of a one-man shield against the kicker. First down and 10 now. Florida has it back after that 26-yard run. And this is Demps. And let's get more from Tracy Wolfson.
Well, guys, Will Muschamp didn't even get to see that touchdown run by him firsthand. He was talking over here with his defense on the bench. He heard the players and the fans going nuts, and he took off, obviously not nearly as fast, down the sideline to celebrate, guys.
I'm guessing Tracy was 20, 30 yards behind. Just a thought. Here's Brantley over the middle. Reed, who had a touchdown on a 4th and 19 in the first quarter, makes this catch.
Hey, Jordan Reed is one of the elite athletes at Florida. And that's a mouthful, because there's a lot of elite athletes. Left side of the screen, comes right in the middle, gets him the ball, little short pass, very accurate. When you get the ball to that guy, I thought he might catch maybe 8-10 passes in this game, because as long as Brantley keeps pitching him, I'm telling you, they're going to keep throwing shotgun the whole game. He might throw 40 passes in this game.
He's thrown 13 so far. Here comes the corner blitz. Brantley has been sacked 3 times, but there is Quentin Dunbar wide open and down inside the 20.
It's called the smash route. The outside receiver delays to the outside. It's designed for 5 or 6 yards. Brantley again moves up in the pocket. Now you know he doesn't want to run. He just looks up and there's a guy right in his vision.
Now that's a first down for Florida, up 14-3, and we've not yet played 4 minutes. Oh, it should have been intercepted. Wow. Brandon Boykin, both hands on it. Nobody in the area.
And timing was off on the play. Tried to get it to the slot on an option route, and Boykin almost got it before. He tried to go inside here on a little option route, but the ball was thrown before inside Dunbar could come. No, Hines, excuse me, 82 could come out of his route. Threw it a little high, timing off. A little understandable if you're John Brantley. You haven't played or practiced very much at all. That one was off and mistimed.
Brantley, just to reiterate the point, high ankle sprain, late stages first half against Alabama. Senior from Ocala.
Yeah, what's happening here so far is I think Todd Grantham has figured out when they put a back in the backfield, he pretty much is covering them. He's not going to let them have those screen passes or little dump passes to Rainey or Debs or those shovel passes. He's saying if you're going to do it, throw it downfield. Also, Rainey and Debs are so small, they're going to try to blitz them and make them try to pick up the pass protection.
Well, the Brantley family, very important in the history of Georgia athletics. His uncle Scott, an All-American linebacker there. His dad John was a starting quarterback in the late 70s. Now the two of them coaching together at Trinity Catholic in Ocala.
No help back here, no help at all.
Oh, wow.
Will Muschamp
Time
call
called
timeout again.
Yes. That is the second Florida timeout.
Florida. That is their second.
John Brantley, the redshirt senior, we mentioned his dad was a starting quarterback. Here's a small irony. There is a Georgia-Florida Hall of Fame, and yesterday, the fellow on your right, the Georgia linebacker, was among the quartet inducted into the Georgia-Florida Hall of Fame yesterday, joined by Bill Say of Georgia, and for Florida, Kevin Carter, and the great wide receiver, Nat Moore. Third down. Brantley got him. That's the 4th sack, and it brings up 4th down. Jarvis Jones, wow, what an impact he's had early in the game. 3 sacks.
Yeah, and Todd Grantham said he is a great effort player and just a great pass rusher. You've seen it right there. He ran right through the block that time of Xavier Nixon, and just nothing could happen on that play. Good pass rush by Georgia.
So Brad Phillips is on to try this from 43. Caleb Sturgis injured. He missed wide right earlier. And this one, yeah, got it.
Look at that sideline. Sturgis was on the year 15 for 16 until he got hurt second half against Auburn, and they had to go with another guy.
So Brad Phillips, not even listed on the depth chart. He's a sophomore from Gainesville, and he's 1 for 2 in the Georgia-Florida game.
Hey, everyone's eating tacos outside Bill's office. Don't you think that's some information I would like to know? I like tacos. You invited Eric? I thought Eric gave you the creeps. Oh. Yeah. Hey.
Don't be left behind. Get it faster with 4G. AT&T.
Georgia fans want Georgia gear, and the #1 place for Georgia Bulldogs merchandise is the G Shop at GeorgiaDawgs.com. With over 2,600 Bulldogs items, including jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more, the G Shop at GeorgiaDawgs.com has the greatest selection you'll find anywhere. You'll also get great customer service, 365-day hassle-free returns, and $4.99 flat rate shipping on every order. So when you need Georgia Bulldogs gear, head to the G Shop at GeorgiaDawgs.com.
A lot of window companies say they're factory direct when they're really selling someone else's window and paying someone else to install it. So if there's ever a problem, you get the runaround. But at Champion, we are the factory. We manufacture and install everything ourselves. So you always know what you're getting and who you're getting it from.
Right now, save 20% on windows and siding. Plus, save 10% on a new Champion patio room. Call today for a free estimate.
When you compare and choose Champion, you win every time.
17-3 here. Florida with the field goal is up. And this is kind of an arbitrary list, but we're late in the year. And how about Heisman hopefuls so far? Griffin, Luck on either side of Case Keenum. Kellen Moore, Trent Richardson. We're going to see him a week from tonight. Brandon Wheaton, Oklahoma State. Case Keenum, 9 touchdowns the other night.
Yes. Houston's been known to do that before, hasn't they? Other quarterbacks?
Indeed. Boykin is back to return it. Moves up, grabs it at the 8-yard line. And he is dropped at the 25. And let's cue the duck. Aflac trivia question. How about this? Case Keenum threw 9 touchdown passes against Rice on Thursday night. Who holds the NCAA single game record? Those are temporary stands added especially for this game. Not needed for the Jaguars home game. First down and 10. Brandon Smith, the defensive back. Has been used occasionally on offense, and he is here. And when he is out there wearing number 1, Isaiah Crowell cannot be in the lineup. On the occasion, the slight occasions when they're both in the offensive backfield, Smith wears number 21.
Yeah, same play. He took 80 yards against Boise State right there.
Second down. Richard Samuel, the runner this time. He's a couple of yards short of the first down, and the tackle made by Jonathan Bostic.
I apologize. That was Boykin who took it against Boise State. I was just informed. That's right. They got number 1 and number 2.
I had your back. I wasn't gonna out you.
Well, they got 2 of them that are fast. But you're right. When they've got number 1 out there, Crowell can't go. But I don't understand why they're not trying to run the ball a little bit more at Florida downhill. I really think you got to try to see if they can stop the run.
It's 3rd and 2. Murray steps up. Oh, he's got a man. The defenders slip. And Chris Conley, number 31, makes his first catch of the game. Conley seeing activity because Malcolm Mitchell did not make the trip.
Well, you can see when Georgia gives Aaron Murray time to throw, they've been going against number 31, Cody Riggs. That's the 3rd time they've run an inside stop route on Riggs in this game. All successful.
Picks up a first down for Georgia, trailing 14. A delay in the backfield, and Isaiah Crowell, the other number 1. Well, the SEC East standings, of course, South Carolina playing tonight. Both Georgia, South Carolina 4-1. Florida in 3rd place. Vanderbilt loses the lead to Arkansas late. They fall to 1-4. And Kentucky and Tennessee down at the bottom.
Same route again.
Yeah, and the pass complete inside the 45. Chris Conley again.
And Conley's getting his time because of Malcolm Mitchell. Conley's a true freshman also. Malcolm Mitchell, a true freshman.
And a reminder about the standings. Of course, in game 2 of the year, Georgia lost to Boise State in the opener, and then they lost 45-42 to South Carolina. So the Gamecocks have the tiebreaker between the two.
Yes, but if Georgia wins out and South Carolina loses one other game, like in Arkansas, they will be in the championship.
There's the stretch, first down.
South Carolina plays at Tennessee, at Arkansas, and then they play Florida. You see it right there. So if Georgia wins out, South Carolina loses one, they're in.
See the Gators on the right side at Vanderbilt. They've got Vanderbilt, and then they've got a trip to South Carolina.
Florida needs a little more help than that for them to get to the SEC championship.
First down 10. Murray deep left side, man coverage. A little too long. Intended for Tavares King. Good coverage.
Yeah, I thought Jalen Watkins did a nice job with the ball in the air that time, cutting off the receiver. That's exactly the way they teach it. Don't go to the ball, find the receiver and cut him off. Then turn and look for the ball. You get away with a little bit of an arm bar.
Draw play. Crowell stumbles, and he stumbled because he was hit down at the, well, they're going to mark it just inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, now you got to wonder here, you know, it's 17-3, third and medium. Do you think as a play caller, if you're Mike Bobo, do you think you got 2 shots here, or you're only going to get 1?
Up the middle she goes, and that should, depending on the spot, should be enough to move the chain.
And that's what I was saying. I think Georgia has to continue to try to pound on Florida's defensive line. They're very fast, but they're a bit undersized. We saw Alabama pound on them. We saw LSU pound on them. I think if you go strictly pass, you're playing into what they like to do.
Crowell does pick up the first down. He's carried 9 times for 46 yards. And Georgia with a fresh set of downs now at the 34. Left side, it's Richard Samuel.
Remember last year, Georgia were trailing 21-7 at half. They came back and put that game into overtime. So they look up, they say, all right, got a good field goal kicker. You think we can move the ball? Let's just be patient here and score before the end of this half.
And the clock is under 6 minutes now.
And of course they get it in the second half to start.
Up the middle they go again. Samuel, number 22. He's the biggest of the 3 featured backs. Richard Samuel at 6'2", 243 yards. And he ran into Jay Howard.
No, and I mean, if you're going to pound, you're going to pound with one of the biggest offensive lines in college or pro football. This is a massive offensive line for Georgia.
I think the average is 329.
Definitely qualifies for massive.
Murray pulls the ball back, and he goes out of bounds with another Georgia first down. Well, according to Sports Illustrated, take a look at the average size. Look at those guys. 329.4. And the Bengals and the Chargers are next. And then the Texas Tech Red Raiders, who used that offensive line at great convenience in their win last week at Oklahoma. First down.
really well-called drive by Mike Bobo here. They've been able to throw the ball when they needed to, and they've committed to running the ball. 12 plays on the drive, 9 runs, 3 passes. That's what I kind of talked about. I thought they'd go back to. Let's see if Florida can stand up and stop the run.
Mike Bobo, former quarterback at Georgia. Second down. Test the middle, and this time not as effective. It brings up another third down. Dominic Easley makes the stop.
And if you're watching tape of Florida fans who follow him all year, that's the guy that jumps out on the tape, getting off the line of scrimmage, playing with effort throughout the whole game. Every coordinator we talk to circles number 2 as one of the best players for this football team on defense for the Gators.
Big third down. Taylor Bradbury is in the slot to the left.
Here comes the blitz, I'll tell you that.
Oh boy, did it ever. Incomplete. Matt Elam knocked it loose, and Elam almost had the interception. Well, it was intended for Charles.
Yeah, by the time Murray had to get rid of it before Charles could really even turn his head this time. He's trying to get by his defender, and Murray had to try to pick out a spot and throw it. Champ dialed up the blitz. Dan Quinn, his defensive coordinator, dialed up the blitz. Easy to read, still tough to complete it.
Blair Walsh, number 57, from 33 yards out. 41 games with at least 1 made, and the woes continue for the Georgia place kicker.
I mean, he's an All-American kicker. Preseason All-American kicker.
He's now missed 9 for the year.
I mean, when you were lining up reasons why Georgia was going to win this year, one of them was their kickers.
Walsh a year ago was 20 of 23. 2 years ago, he was 20 of 22. He's now missed 9 this season.
And a brilliant drive. What was 14, 15 plays? They get nothing out of it. And plenty of time for a guy who's thrown for over 200 yards, Brantley, to tack on some more.
They're running on first down. That's Chris Rainey. Good to see him back in the game. Had an ankle injury. Well, let's get the Duck back out here for his second appearance. The answer to the Aflac question: who holds the NCAA single game record touchdown passes? And the answer is David Klingler from Houston. 11 when they were putting up 80, 90 points. What happened to him? Yeah, go ahead.
He got drafted. He had a shot. Uh-oh, bad snap.
Yep. And Brantley does get back to fall on it. That's going to set up third and very long.
Yeah, we got visions of 2010, and Brantley does not have the athletic quickness with his ankle to get these now. This one just was low and to his left. No chance that time from Jonathan Harrison. And now after this play, you got to believe Mark Richt will take a quick timeout.
He's got 2 left.
Yes.
Third down, 16. Left tackle move. I think that's a couple of times for Nixon.
Yeah, Nixon's struggling in this game. He got beat to the outside. Remember who he got beat by. Jarvis Jones has been giving him problems from that outside spot. I don't know if it was Washington that time or Jones out
Number
there.
56 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
You get beat for a sack, you start trying to think, I got to get off quicker and quicker. Yeah, this time it was Cornelius Washington back. One of their better pass rushers also.
Third and 21.
This really helped Florida kill the clock. I'm surprised Mark didn't take a timeout after the penalty here, because they ran another 25 seconds off.
Rainey up the middle. Rainey spin move. Football.
There's a flag on the play. Georgia,
way back at the 7.
Georgia has the ball, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Bakari Rambo recovered it. The fumble was forced by Alec Ogletree.
Illegal formation. Number 71 of the offense was not on the line of scrimmage. That penalty is declined. First down.
Matt Patchen, he also was beat for a sack earlier in the game. Lines up just a little too far back. Right there. That's the call. I thought maybe Georgia had lined up in the neutral zone, but no, it was Patchen who was too far back on the play. And here Georgia got a chance to get back in his football game.
We talked at the outset about turnovers and how significant they have been in Georgia's demise in the last 3 games. Now Florida -8 for the season in turnovers. They are dead last in turnover margin in the SEC. First down 10.
And you know Florida just wanted to punt the ball. They were just ready to run the clock down and punt.
Murray, left side man wide open. Oh no! Tavares King.
Missed a clean touchdown. Both quarterbacks, one great throw by Brantley, dropped this, a wide open receiver, put too far out to the side. I didn't see really anybody even close to the play. Was it Jalen Watkins that was close?
Yeah.
He was the one that was beat. Murray puts his hands on his head.
Second down and 10. Quick flip this time. Orson Charles, the high school teammates from Plant High School in Tampa. A little disappointed with the results of last night's high school game. Plant suffered its first defeat of the season to their arch rival Armwood, 21-zip. Armwood still undefeated. So you're watching baseball? Third down, 5.
Big play here.
Huge. Blitz. Let him too much, or was he held up? Jalen Watkins getting a lot of playing time. It was for Tavares King. Now you wonder, on 4th down, they're not going to bring Blair Walsh on. Interesting decision by Mark Richt. Walsh in a deep slump. The senior kicker.
Watch Vern, the running back, try to cut low on the blitzing linebacker. You got to take him high. When you go low and try to shoe dust him, that's what caused the bad throw on the play. You got to get up in his face, not dive for his shoes.
4th and 5. Murray into the end zone. Leaping. Grab. It is caught for a touchdown. Michael Bennett.
Sometimes your guy makes a better play than their guy. And this time Michael Bennett goes up and outfights Saunders, number 26, for the ball. It was good coverage. On 4th down, you just let it go, and you go to throw it to the taller guy, and he grabs it.
Extra point. Walsh hammers it through. So the fumble by Rainey on 3rd and 25 leads to a 4th and 5 touchdown pass.
How about 2 4th down passes for touchdowns in this game? Just let it go up and get it, because that time it was good coverage by Saunders, but he just threw it. That's all he had, and we got a football game here.
If you have diabetes and love food, pay attention to this free offer.
Hi, I'm Nicole Johnson. I've had diabetes for years, and I love food. To me, there's nothing tastier than rich chocolate cake. Except maybe crispy oven fried chicken or cheesy potato skins. Get these recipes and many more free in these amazing diabetes cookbooks.
If you have diabetes and are on Medicare, you qualify for these 5 free cookbooks. Call 1-800-541-6919.
Enjoy dozens of yummy recipes for desserts, main dishes, snacks, and more. Plus, get this free guide to planning delicious diabetes-friendly meals. So call now and get cooking.
For your 5 free cookbooks and free meal planning guide, call 1-800-541-6919. That's 1-800-541-6919.
At the Estate Jewelry Center, our goal is to be your full-service family jeweler. From in-house jewelry repair to diamond and jewelry appraisals by 2 graduate gemologists, pearl restringing, silver and glass engraving. You'll find this and so much more at the Estate Jewelry Center on the lower level of Surrey Center.
River. And a little more of a celebratory mood now among the Georgia contingent. Walsh will kick off. The difference in the game is a 99-yard kickoff return by that man, Jeff Demps, for a touchdown. This one kind of squibbed and it's short. Taken at the 30-yard line by Chris Johnson, number 29. Another look at 4th and 9.
Remember we said Isaiah Crowell did not block well on the play before. Now watch him here do it the way you're supposed to do it on the touchdown. He comes across and he doesn't block low, he helps out high. There's the block that keys the throw for the touchdown on the play. Now, this was good coverage because Will Muschamp had the right coverage on. They're playing robber defense. 2 safeties in the middle. So this corner knows he has help inside. He just has to make the play to the outside. He's there, but still gets beat.
1:21 to go. Brantley, right side, down low. It is incomplete. Intended for Jordan Reed, who had one of those 4th down grabs for a touchdown. That was 4th and 19 in the first quarter.
So on 3rd down, Crowell kind of gives them, we used to call them shoe dusters. Don't want those, please. Stand up there and take it on like a man. Second time he comes around and does it and springs it for a touchdown. Beautiful.
Brantley back, pressure. Brantley's knocked down as he lets it go, and it is going to be caught up at the 40-yard line by Jordan Reed.
Yeah, D'Angelo Tyson that time, number 94, is the guy who put the pressure on. You know, across that front, they're big. Georgia's big. We talked about the outside with Washington and Jones. They're big inside. Tyson, Jenkins, R.B. Jones, they are all over 300 pounds.
And Brantley limping a little after he got knocked down on that last play.
I figured that's what would happen is he'd take hit after hit after hit. It would start to wear and tear on him.
He's back again. Lobs it across the middle for Rainey. And Rainey's got a first down at the 50-yard line. Michael Gilliard makes the tackle. 45 seconds to go.
Still a timeout. Plenty of time. They don't have a great field goal kicker, though. They got to get the ball 20, 25-yard line, it seems to me, to have a realistic chance at it.
Blitz from the corner. Brantley goes right. Miscommunication with his intended receiver, Deontay Thompson.
Yeah, that was a timing throw that time. He had to let it go a little bit early because he knew it was coming with a zone, a blitz from the outside. Got to live with those.
See Brad Phillips, surprise replacement for Caleb Sturgis today. Sturgis, the senior. Phillips getting his first action ever because of the Sturgis injury. He missed badly on his first, but connected on his second. Second down.
There's massive confusion here. Frankie Hammond doesn't know what to do. They're going to have to take another timeout.
Yeah. Muschamp hurries down and calls time.
That's an expensive one. They wanted to save one for the field goal.
And they are out now. Well, John Brantley back on the field for the first time since the first half against Alabama.
Yes, and you remember they had a good first half against Alabama also. He can throw the ball, there's no doubt about it. I asked Charlie Weiss, usually, Charlie, you really aim for having balance when you call a game. But in this game, what are you thinking about? He said, I don't care anything but yards. If we have to throw all day, every play, that's what we're going to do. So far, Florida, minus 24 yards rushing, and they're throwing the ball. Brantley has for over 200. Take the yards where they are.
They did have to use their final timeout. 31 seconds to go. See Georgia with 78 rushing yards. Now Brantley just a little gimpy, that high ankle sprain on his right leg.
I was just handed a note that 10 quarters without Brantley, Florida threw for 245 yards. Today in 2 quarters so far, 226. Now, factor in two true freshman quarterbacks at LSU and Alabama.
Two of the 3 losses, they lost to Alabama, at LSU, and then lost at Auburn. They've lost 3 in a row, trying to avoid their 4th losing season, 4 in a row for the first time since 1988. Second down, Brantley sacked again. That's 5 in the first half because the quarterback is immobile and because Georgia is coming from a variety of angles.
Yeah, and they're strong up front, and they push, and they cave in the middle of the pocket this time, and they just kind of collapse all around them that time. Nothing could happen, and I think Florida's going to take it to the house.
Yep. And Georgia will get the ball to open the 3rd quarter. Valiant effort for John Brantley and the Gators. They're up by 7. Their last 4-game SEC losing streak all the way back to 1979. And trying to avoid going 0 for October. Halftime, 17-10. Jeff Demp's 99-yard kickoff returns for a touchdown. The difference in the game as we go to the break.
Does your business have the financial control it needs? Here's what you can expect from Regions. A bank that provides you with real business expertise. Check. A professional optimization of your cash flow with a Regions Cash Core analysis. Check. Cash management solutions and the smart lending options you need to grow your business. Check. Plus, it all comes with award-winning service to help you achieve more balance. Interested? Let's talk. Looking good.
Preparation, preparation, preparation. We instill that in every lawyer, in every employee. Work on behalf of our clients at the Cochran Firm.
I'm Jane Sams of the Cochran Firm. Johnny Cochran knew how important it was for accident victims to get justice. At the Cochran Firm, we help seriously injured people put their lives back together. If you've been injured, call the Cochran Firm. You only get 1 day in court. Make it count.
We're under attack by termites. We're fighting back with Centricon. Here's how it works. The termites attack Centricon stations inside of your space station, exposing themselves to an agent that targets their underground colony. The colony goes,
Call Cooks to see how affordable it is to upgrade to Centricon's proven protection. The inspection is free.
Centricon rules, right, Commander Chuck?
You are one smart kid, Lewis.
Cooks Pest Control.
From Jacksonville, the annual Florida-Georgia game, or Georgia-Florida, depending upon your preference. Mentioned that Georgia says this is the 90th meeting. Florida says, no, 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 this is the 89th. The Gators discount a meeting in 1904. They said they were only a club football team at that point. Here's the kickoff, and it's Boykin. Out to the 25, and a moment ago, Will Muschamp chatted with Tracy Wolfson.
coach, John Brantley. We saw him limping a little at the end there. How has he held up so far in that first half?
Well, he's one tough sucker, I can tell you that. He's hanging in there and throwing it around pretty good. We got to get him some run game. We got to protect a little bit better.
You've given up 5 sacks so far as well. How do you protect him better?
Well, we decided to spread it out. They're bigger up front. We didn't know how well we would be able to run it. We wanted to spread the field and make them cover in space. We've moved the ball. We just got to get some run game going.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
There's John Brantley, and on the kickoff there was a face mask penalty called, so tack on yardage for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Right in the middle there, the screen, and face mask, and now good field position for Georgia.
Out at the 39 on first down. Up the middle, Crowell, first down across the 50.
That's what they need to continue to do. Convinced of it.
They've got a first down, and you just are an advocate of them pounding the ball.
Well, they have to, because that'll make them better throwers. Without Malcolm Mitchell, their star receiver, I think they need to help the receivers with the run game. They'll be much better after that. Keep doing it. Crowell's one of those guys that can make first downs for you.
Well, he does get a first down on the first play from scrimmage. Georgia scoring on a 4th down and 5. Here's Crowell going left, and he gets it to the 45-yard line. So 2 carries for Crowell. Sharif Floyd with the tackle.
We're really proud to see him step up and take on that pass protection example at the end of the half. You know, that's the toughest part. That's why Crowell still isn't getting all the snaps, because he hasn't learned to protect the quarterback.
On second down, they'll run the draw up the middle. It'll be 3rd and 4, 5, or 6, depending where the spot comes. How about first half trends in this Georgia-Florida game?
Well, I mean, one tough sucker is about the way you could talk about John Brantley's first half, and the Florida team should learn from him. Jeff Debs, well, I don't think he's 100%, but good enough. He's had 2 big ones, and Murray has kept in the game. The interception was one of those deals. You know, he threw it a little early on the screen pass. His defense bailed him out, but 7-point game and you got the football? I'd take that if I was Georgia.
3rd and 7. Gators bring 5 across the middle, incomplete.
Pulled the string on that one. He had a guy, could have got it inside, I think, to Charles, and just threw it right at his feet. That's where the ball should have gone. They've gone. Murray was blitzed that time and just didn't deliver a strike.
Chris Rainey out of action for much of the second quarter with an ankle injury. Worked it to the extent that he's got it well wrapped, but he's back on the field. Drew Butler will try and place this one. Rainey will let it go. Oh my goodness. Terrific special teams play. Blake Saylor's a cornerback, number 3, was down there to bat the ball backwards.
And Butler employs this year that end-over-end style. The ball hits and goes forward, and say, oh, what a play. That's how you do it, right? Like that.
Gators go Wildcat, which means Burton is out wide to the left. I don't think he's going to be the intended target. Strictly a decoy, and the handoff up the middle. Jeff Demps, not much there.
Yeah, Brantley, that was a matchup that favored Georgia. Boykin against John Brantley, way out wide that time. But still an inability to run the ball.
Yeah.
Kwame Gaithers is now eligible to play. Sean Williams, 36, is also eligible to play. Starting safety and one of their 2 nose tackles.
3 down, 2 linebackers. Demps goes wide right. Oh boy! Sanders Cummings, number 19, was the first one there. And Amarlo Herrera, number 52, was the second.
Yeah, Herrera is one of those true freshmen from that great recruiting class that has really come on and shown that there is some talent. From the outside, one guy makes the play, Cummings, and inside Herrera, and just barely got it outside over the goal line. to avoid a safety.
Jacoby Brissett makes his first appearance in the ball game. First start of his career was at LSU. He's a true freshman, and it's 3rd and 13.
And the reason is Brantley cannot take it under center.
Toss left. Oh, boy. Rainey was almost caught for a safety, but that elusive little move back to his right got him out of jail.
Yeah, that was a good matchup, though, for Florida. They needed to get it out and punt the football. They like Rainey. No way Jarvis Jones, number 21, is going to be able to handle Rainey in that situation.
Brandon Boykin. Kyle Christie is on. Recall that he punted for the first time 2 weeks ago, replacing David Lerner. Boykin's going to let it bounce. And it takes a Florida hop to the 45.
Very effective.
At the 45-yard line, 1st and 10, Georgia.
48-yard punt, nothing on the return. There's a Florida grad who's now the Georgia grad, head coach at Florida.
Tonight on CSS, tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern for a college football replay with the Ole Miss at Auburn game. Stay tuned for Talkin' Football. This Monday on CSS, it's a Miami football replay as Virginia takes on the Hurricanes. Virginia, Miami, right here, Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern on CSS.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, it's the new AT&T smartphone.
Nice. I wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got a good deal.
Look at that screen. Fast, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, FITD.
It streams movies. Real web browsing. Turn left now. Look at this camera. Hold on. Let's get a photo. I'm listening to downloaded music. Oh, I can afford that. See ya.
The AT&T Impulse 4G. For $29.99, there's no excuse not to get your own. AT&T.
It's about the university. It's about the G. It's about the Georgia people. It's important to see the fans. It's important to feel the excitement of what's going on. The football tradition here is off the chart. When people play Georgia, they know they got hit.
Ford has a tradition to be reckoned with. F-Series has been America's best-selling truck for 34 years. Now drive F-150 with 0 for 60 or up to $7,000 in total savings. Visit shopfordnow.com for more great offers.
We welcome you back to Jacksonville. 40-year-old Will Muschamp in his first year as the head coach at the University of Florida. Played collegiately 400 miles up the road at Georgia. And he was a defensive back, began as a walk-on, had this interception and a little celebration. Whoa.
That's close to taunting, isn't it?
It would be this year. Well, he had a little Lutzenkirchen in,
yes, he did.
in that dance. I know he's going to be thrilled that we showed it. Carlton Thomas, the little one, 5'7", 163 is the tailback.
Let's see if Florida comes out of it. They were going to have a strong safety blitz. They are. See him check out of it. That's one of the trademarks of a Will Muschamp defense. They audible on defense.
Thomas, a yard or two.
Look at the value of that. Look at the value of that. They were going to come strong safety off the edge. When they saw Georgia audible, they came out of it for Florida. And, you know, as a head coach, you got to learn things. But that's what I think he's learning this year. That it's going to take a while to transition from that spread to where he wants it to go. He's got to have to learn how to balance his time with assistant coaches. Remember, he's been a coordinator, and he's learned that you got to have a quarterback. We all know that. You got to have a guy.
Second down and 10, no gain for Thomas. Out of the spread this time. Try to sweep to the right. Jonathan Bostic. Third down. 12. Thomas still on the field. Two wides to the left, one right. It's Marlon Brown. Good job by Thomas with the block. Here's Murray. And it's going to be fourth down. He does get across the 50, and he takes a pop.
He sure did. came with it. Marcus Robinson was coming on the blitz, and Aaron Murray did not believe that Thomas was going to get the block. He bailed out a little early, and then he made his bed, and he had to sleep in it. And it's not a comfortable bed. He took a shot. Sharif Floyd from behind, Jonathan Bostic from in front, and he drove his head right into the ground.
And so second possession now for Georgia in this quarter. Murray getting some attention over. Oh, boy.
Yep. See, that's where you really want a guy to slide in that situation.
Butler's on again, and a delay of game call. So they'll mark off 5 if Florida chooses to accept it. Here's the object of concern.
Prior to the snap, delay of game. On the offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Goes left side this time, inside the 20, out of bounds. At the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I think Ronald Powell might have got one late there. And that's going to back up in the way that Brantley can't move in the pocket. That is going to really cut that play chart down for Charlie White. Right at the end of the play. He called it a block from behind, I guess.
Little hook shot with the flag.
After the play, personal foul. Number 7 of the kicking team, receiving team, half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
Now that Ronald Powell was trying to protect the player from not being able to down it. The ball was out of bounds, and you could see the official waving timeout. You got to be aware of the whistle, and he was not aware of it.
Aaron Murray up, favoring that left leg after he was tackled harshly by Bostic and Floyd.
Looking for a great deal? Don't miss out on this unique opportunity. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home in Columbia County has now been reduced over $25,000. It offers a fully wrapped hardy board exterior, rocking chair front porch, open floor plan, downstairs owner's suite, and fully fenced backyard. This house is located off I-20 at exit 194, only minutes away from Fort Gordon. Call Ross Trulock at 706-267-1269 or 706-868-1000 today.
Are you holding the remote right now? It's nice to be in control, isn't it? To fast forward to the good parts? Oh, hold on. We're getting to the good part. If you're receiving a structured settlement from a lawsuit, you know it is not easy to wait for payments, especially when it could be 10 or 20 years before you collect all your money. What you may not know is that you can skip ahead and receive a lump sum of cash now. Call CBC Settlement Funding for a free, no-obligation offer about your structured settlement. Whether you access all or just a portion of your future payments, we put you in control so you can fast forward and collect your money now. If you need cash now, call the number on your screen and find out how CBC Settlement Funding can help. We'll guide you through the process so you can take control of your finances and get your money faster. Call CBC Settlement Funding today.
Call now, 1-800-630-8240.
If Florida doesn't try one of those quick screens like they started the game out, try to get a first down, get out from their own shadows here.
5 wides, Brantley comes across the middle and it goes right through Rainey's hands.
Jeez.
And Aaron Murray on the sidelines. Let's get more from Tracy Wolfson.
Well, thanks, Vern. It looks like he took a helmet to the left thigh. They put some padding and they taped it up. Expect him to go back in. 2 injuries on the Florida side of the ball on their defense. Linebacker Lorente McCray in street clothes on the sideline with a left shoulder injury, and cornerback Cody Riggs out with a right forearm injury, guys.
All right, thank you. And defensively now for Georgia, they did get the 2 suspended players back. Gators and Williams. They're crossing around underneath, and a tackle that will be short.
Ball came out.
Did it really? Yes.
See if they call him down.
Frankie Hammond with a catch. He was ruled down. The tackle from Jarvis Jones, who's had a huge game.
Boy, that's going to be close. This one's going to be reviewed. That ball started to come out. I don't know if we have another. A quick snap by Florida would be helpful. Yeah, that's going to be Georgia's ball.
Yep, now time has been called.
Another big turn.
The ruling on the field was that the runner was down. The previous play is under further review.
It's been, remember, in the recent history, it's been turnovers by Georgia. This could be a second huge turnover by Florida. I think this is pretty definitive here. That ball is out.
Yes.
And Mal, remember, this has been changed a few years back. Used to be if he was called down, that was it. Now, if it's called down, but in the normal quick play, they jump on the ball, that could still be Georgia's ball.
Ben Oldham is our replay official.
If you're defense for Florida, buckle up.
Well, it appears to us that the ball is out. Called down, though. Hammond was the receiver.
Remember, that was a couple. Rainey drops another sure big play. Really didn't even slow it down that time. And then right after that one, Hammond appears to have fumbled.
This play has great significance with Mark Richt's team down by 7. Twice in this quarter they've been across midfield. And here's Matt Moore. He is chatting with Ben Oldham. Here's the ruling.
After further review, the ruling is that the ball was out, a fumble, recovered by Georgia, first down.
Got it right.
We talked about it at the beginning of the game. The story of this football game had been turnovers by Georgia. Well, it's just flipped the other way. An early one that was stopped by Georgia's defense, and now turnovers, 2 of them here. One late in the first half, and now here to start the second half. Let's see if the Florida defense now can get a stop.
Chris Conley is wide to the left. Michael Bennett is wide right. Aaron Murray is the quarterback. Handoff. Carlton Thomas. Isaiah Crowell, beg your pardon. That's a modest gain. Not quite to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't think he followed his lead back that time, Ogletree. I thought he was not patient with the run. Kind of stayed inside. I think if he would have followed the fullback, he had 2 or 3 more yards on the play.
And he remains on the ground.
Let's watch if he doesn't follow that time Figgins. So you stay with Figgins. He comes, gives up on the play, and that costs him.
Crowell has been battling a wrist injury, but that's not the concern here.
You know, I think he gave up a couple yards by kind of giving up on it too much, trying to cut back before he pressed the hole. Remember when we talked to Trent Richardson, Spencer Ware, they all say, press the hole first, then make your cut.
Now Georgia has been inside the red zone twice today. The Verizon red zone stats. 1 field goal, the result. Richard Samuel, the largest of the backs, number 22, is on the field.
Vern, they like the matchup inside of the tight end with Charles. Let's see if they can find a way. They like it on the safety. Let's see if they can find him.
They'll test the middle instead. Samuel fights his way to the 11.
That's a determined run right there. Now that's how you have to hit the hole. Richard Samuel showed in this league, we call it, what do we call it? Vicious, violent running.
Yes.
This time, good offensive line play. Nice block by Dallas Lee coming across, and that's the way you cut behind a block.
Well, this one's fairly big. 3rd and 4. Samuel, nothing
Nice
doing.
Play. Now Florida defense. Sharif Floyd came, beat the block inside, and made the play. They've been challenged, and that time he came across Justin Anderson's block and made the play.
And they eschew the field goal attempt and will go for the first down or the touchdown at 4th and 6. They hit a 4th and 5 in the first half for the TD. Here's Murray, pumps once, goes into the end zone. Tavares King got it, touchdown.
How about that? It's been a while since I've seen 3 4th-down passes, and they weren't little 1-yarders.
No.
Galen Watkins, Tavares King, ball's put in a great spot, and King goes and gets it. You know, both touchdowns by Georgia, the defensive back was there, the receiver made the play.
Here's the extra point to tie it up. Bulldogs have scored the last 14. It's Tavares King, the junior from Mount Airy. Aaron Murray tossed it to him. Your drive home is much shorter this week than it was from Baton Rouge.
We got some good
right?
games to watch tonight, too.
Yeah, there you go.
College football is on now with the upsets. I tell you, it's hot.
Andre DeBose, he's had a couple return. Watch out! The kicker knocked him out of bounds.
Unbelievable.
Special teams problems for Georgia continue.
Well, they've given up 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns this year, a punt return for a touchdown, and now a kickoff return not for a touchdown, but for great field position. Their defense was really going. They were giving Florida problems, but now it's probably 4-down territory for Florida.
That's a 63-yard return and a first down at the 26.
I tell you, Florida's special teams have been amazing. They've got great athletes, coached well, and they are doing the job today.
Brantley steps up, goes deep, tipped away. It was intended for Frankie Hammond and Brandon Boykin.
Coverage that time, challenged well by Florida. That's where the ball needed to go. It was about a half-yard short. Hammonds tries to go up and get it, and nice defensive play that time by Boykin. That's how fine of a line it is. When you're playing bump and run coverage, that ball's thrown another half-yard. It might be 7 points. Half-yard shorter might be intercepted. Risk-reward.
2nd and 10. And off on the delay. That's Rainey. Alec Ogletree, number 9. Makes the tackle. There's Ogletree. Broke his right foot in the loss to Boise State. And just got back on the field today. He's missed every game since then. That was the 2nd defensive series of the first game of the year. Florida 3rd downs, 1 of 7. They send 2 wide right, 2 wide left, 1 in the backfield. Brantley goes right side, incomplete. It was intended for Jordan Reed.
How about this? They're going to go make a field goal. They're going to try another one. Right at 40 yards, won't it?
Yes. This is Brad Phillips on in place of the injured Caleb Sturgis. This is from 40, and John Crowfoot will hold it to break the tie. Oh, we may have another one.
Sure did.
Indeed.
Well, he was a little jittery early, but he settled down and he earned Will Muschamp's call for the field goal. Nice stop by that Georgia defense, though. They answered the bell, held them to just 3 points.
And so the tie didn't last long, did it? Phillips from 40. Will Muschamp approved.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus. Easy to get, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $10 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
There's no way to hide it. If you drive drunk, we will find you. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement and cracking down like never before.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight? Sir, have you been drinking this evening?
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
Make no mistake, you will get caught and you will be arrested. Over the limit, under arrest.
All across Georgia, people are switching their natural gas service. They're making the switch to Scana Energy. It's easy. So easy, people are hardly noticing the change. They are noticing the savings. Because customers who switch to Scana Energy from another natural gas provider save an average of 15% a year. So we make it easy to switch and a snap to save. Call or go online today. Save 15% plus an extra $60 your first year.
This is Boykin. He's caught and dropped at the 20-yard line.
Well, you know, the story of these games in the past, Vern, had been turnovers, okay? And 14 points have been scored by Georgia on turnovers, but what's keeping Florida in the game is special teams. You keep referring to, I mean, it's kickoff return for a touchdown, a kickoff return. It's 14 points for 2 turnovers, 10 points for special teams for Florida.
That's Crowell, the 2 number 1s. We got Crowell on the sidelines. Now Bennett goes wide to the left side. Tavares King is also wide left. 2 wide receivers bottom of the screen, including Marlon Brown. Murray. Whoa. And let's check in with Tracy Wilson.
Well, guys, I was told it is a left shin contusion. They told me he should be able to go back in, but right now he's on the sideline, no helmet on, just waiting there, guys.
All right, that's Isaiah Crowell. There, you've got to look at him. The freshman Carlton Thomas, the junior, is in, and he gets the carry. But, oh, boy. Omar Hunter, number 99.
Tell you that the defensive line for Florida has begun to answer the call against the run here in the second half. We saw Sharif Floyd make a play. Now we see Omar Hunter make a play. They know it, you know, and you wonder if Florida's defensive team has gained a little strength from watching John Brantley play out here today. You got to be inspired by that.
3rd and 9.
They've been blitzing in this situation all game. Will they do it again? Remember, they got burned for a touchdown on 4th down before. If they do it again.
Murray goes left. He's got a man open. Tavares King. Nice route. Jalen Watkins laying back.
Yeah, they're actually playing a zone blitz here. Kind of press bail. He'll turn and bail right there. They're playing quarters across the field. Everybody's just playing their quarters like right across the board. There are 4 guys playing 4 zones, and that was perfect throw across the field.
Aaron Murray now 11 of 21 for 115 yards. First down. Thomas alongside. Quarterback draw, design play, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he took off in an instant, and this time he slid.
And this time it showed that his thigh contusion isn't too bad, because this was a called play, no doubt. That's the one thing that's a little different about Murray this year than last year. As a freshman, he was running all the time. This year, he's managing his game much better.
First down 10 at the 46. Murray has now run 6 times for a total of 28 yards. That's complete across the 50. Second down. Rhett McCowan is on the field. And Rhett McCowan makes the catch. Number 25. That's a gain of 11.
I tell you, Aaron Murray is really showing the skill this guy's going to have. McCowan's going to go out. Tough matchup. You're going after the best corner for Florida, Robeson right there. And Murray just look at that quick, compact release he has. Ball stays up there in the shoulder pocket and bang, it is out. What a talented thrower he is.
And a reminder that Malcolm Mitchell, the leading receiver for Georgia, did not make the trip with a hamstring, and so they go deep in the roster. McCowan with that catch. Here's Murray across the middle, complete at the 18-yard line. You knew they had to find each other. Ultimately, Orson Charles makes the grab, the high school teammate of Aaron Murray.
See, that's a matchup because Charles is basically a slot or an H-type receiver, and he's matched up against Josh Evans, a safety. Evans really can't handle that man-to-man coverage. He knew he had a matchup that favored him, and he finally went to Charles on the play.
Gain of 19 and a first down just inside at the 19, inside the 20. Murray, intended for Marlon Brown.
Yeah, let's give credit to Jalen Watkins that time. Remember, he was beat on the fade before. They went right back at him again, and this time he didn't give an inch. He jammed at the line of scrimmage and never gave the opportunity for the fade. Watch the jam, it's over. Ball's gone.
2nd and 10. Brown still right side. Watkins defends him. Michael Bennett is in the slot to the left. And Tavares King is the wide man to the left. Murray back. Oh, wow. Mix up on the route.
Yep, King was going, and Murray thought he was going to stop and run a lock comeback just like he's been throwing all day. Thought he was going to stop right there. He kept going. Watch, King's going to say, I got him deep. Murray thinks he's going to stop. That's dangerous, but that's how it is. I'm telling you, modern day pass offenses, there's a lot of communication going on after the snap.
3rd and 10. And the field goal kicker, Blair Walsh, having another tough afternoon. So let's see what Georgia decides to do if they don't get it on this down. Oh, they got it.
What a play.
Yes.
What a play.
Intended for Marlon Brown and Jalen Watkins.
What a play. He cut underneath the throw. He knew the ball was going there, and he laid out his right hand to make the play.
Drew Butler, the holder. Oh, he missed it wide right.
Sure did. It's in his head now, isn't it? Sure is in his head now. Snap was a little inside. Looked like it was a good hold. He missed the last one to the left and this one to the right. And special teams fight Georgia. It's not turnovers 1 year, it's special teams today.
After the missed field goal on 4th down, Gators have it. They lead by 3 with a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Brantley with all day to throw, my goodness. And finally throws it away. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Interesting note in this game, Vern. Charlie Weiss, first game up into the press box for Florida, stayed up in the press box during halftime to work on a play sheet to start the 2nd half, almost like he would have started a game. Poor field position has kind of handcuffed him here, but really nothing's worked. Georgia's defense has so far stymied the Florida offense here in the 2nd half.
2nd and 10. Georgia brings 4. And a whistle pre-snap whistle, I think. Yes, it was.
Part of the snap. Delay of game. Number 12 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
In the spread again. Low snap. Gets it across the middle. It's incomplete. Intended for Jordan Reed, who on the first in the first quarter scored on a 4th and 19 pass from Brantley.
And I think the low snap caused that incompletion there. When you're throwing a quick pass and you got to reach down, and remember, not only do you have to reach down and get it, you're really taking your eyes off the secondary much longer than a real clean snap. A clean snap, you can almost catch the ball and look downfield almost at the same time. When they go low like that, you really have to blink down and then look up and try to find the defenders.
John Brantley has missed 6 of his last 7. He and the Gators look at 3rd and 15 from their own 15. They lead by 3. Good snap this time, and again, a delay of game.
And that's on John.
Part of the snap. Delay game. Number 12, the offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
You put a guy in motion. Now we've got the clock on television right here, but there's one right on the field for the quarterback to see. You know, when you put a guy in motion, you can see right there. There's one up high and there's one low in the tunnel, and it's first thing you do as a quarterback is find those 25-second, 40-second play clocks to make sure that you snap the ball.
Double-figure penalties now for Florida. That's their 10th. Remember, against Tennessee, they had 16 in that game. Here's Brantley back deep in the middle of the field, and it's tipped and incomplete.
Get one.
No flag. Bakari Rambo, number 18, defending Jordan Reed.
He went right through, but he was going through for the ball. I'm surprised that could have been called. Jordan Reed had a chance to catch that football. I'm very surprised that Florida did not get a call on that play.
Dallas Lee on the cart being taken to the locker room.
You know, everybody has a right to the ball, but at time, Jordan Reed had that one pegged. I thought that was interference.
Kyle Christie from the end zone on 4th down. Line drive, fair catch. And again, Georgia with good field position. Trailing by 3. Don't forget, later in the game, the play of the game, presented by Napa Auto Parts.
Georgia's offensive line is short anyway, and without Lee, I guess we're going to get Denarius Gates, number 72. He's missed a couple games with a bad ankle already, and let's see how he hangs in here. Is it 72 that's in the game?
Yes. Replacing Dallas Lee, number 72 at left guard. There he is. Denarius Gates. Richard Samuels, a running back now. Tavares King starts in motion. They fake the reverse. Murray goes deep. And oh my goodness. Orson Charles all by himself.
Now that's one you got to throw right at him. And it's easy to say up here. I'll admit that. But the coaching point from Mike Bobo is going to be when you've got one of these, number 1 guy deep is covered. And when you got a guy, just throw it right at the back of his head. You don't need to lead him on that play. Just get what you can out of the play. Frustrating. Your quarterback can miss one like that.
That's Mike Bobo, nearest the camera. 2nd down 10. Murray takes off again and brought down from behind by Jelani Jenkins, number 3. He's faced some pressure today, Gary.
Yeah, he's only been sacked a couple times, but he's been hit a lot. One on a screen play, threw it a little early, but as he came out of the pocket, you've been seeing an array of blitzes all day. He took that one on the thigh and came up throwing a touchdown pass after it. So I guess he's pretty, in fact, he's run a quarterback draw after it too.
We've reached the end of 3 in Jacksonville with the score 2017. Gators. We'll return to Jacksonville right after this word from your local station.
Want clear skin all over? Well, get set, because Proactive's Deep Cleansing Body Wash is back. And so is free shipping. 2 hot summer deals. Now Proactive clears acne on your face and body, so you feel confident all over. And the body wash is yours free when you order Proactive today.
The Deep Cleansing Wash, it really exfoliates the skin. I use that on my arms, my legs, my chest.
My skin was smoother. It got rid of the small little bumps on my shoulders and back.
Proactive has a $40 value, but with today's special offer, pay just $19.95, and your shipping is free. Plus, get the Deep Cleansing Wash free to polish your skin to perfection.
I went out and bought a little spaghetti strap dress, and it was a really amazing feeling.
Act fast, and we'll add a free travel-size green tea moisturizer. Don't wait. Order Proactive today and get free shipping, but only for a limited time.
Looking for a great deal? Don't miss out on this unique opportunity. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home in Columbia County has now been reduced over $25,000. It offers a fully wrapped hardy board exterior, rocking chair front porch, open floor plan, downstairs owner's suite, and fully fenced backyard. This house is located off I-20 at exit 194, only minutes away from Fort Gordon. Call Ross Trulock at 706-267-1269 or 706-868-1000 today.
We welcome you back to Jacksonville, Florida, and the final quarter. Gators and Bulldogs. It's 2017. Florida leads it. And Georgia with a 3rd down and 3 at the 38. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, Tracy Wolfson in Jacksonville. 2 wides go wide to the right. It's Bennett and Tavares King. Double tight end set. And Samuel is the deep back on this big 3rd down. Goes right. Oh my goodness, he fought his way close for the 1st down.
Now that's the way you run the power, the isolation off tackle play. You follow your fullback right off his hip. That's where you do it. You run through the next guy. That's what Crowell needs to learn how to do. You're not going to dodge everybody out of the way in this league. You got to run over shoulders, off the edge, make 1st down.
And he got enough for the 1st and 10 at the 35. Georgia down by 3. Play action. Murray across the middle.
He misread it.
Yep.
He thought he had cover 2 with the middle open. And Florida, good defensive call. They were baiting him. Josh Evans was baiting cover 2, but watch him go to the middle after the play fake. He thought he had cover 2. Look at Josh Evans coming over to cover the tight end. Childs read it right, or Childs read it right. Murray did not.
It was Aaron White, the extra tight end, and 14 of 29 now.
Was that what Aaron White was going on the play? Excuse me.
That's all right. Samuel stays in. 2 wides right, 1 left on 2nd and 10. Across the middle. Incomplete. There was Aaron White again.
Yeah, they had to put Charles in there. I think this time, the umpire again, he has to duck, and it threw Aaron White off. I'm trying to help you, Aaron. Yeah, you got to catch the ball.
Yep.
Big game, good throw. That one should have been caught.
3rd and 10. Blair Walsh, the field goal kicker, is 1 for 3. This one would be at the beyond 50. Here's Murray. Goes deep down the right side. A collision flag is thrown. Yes. Intended for Chris Conley. Jalen Watkins was the defender, and the flag is thrown.
Well, Jalen Watkins had made some good plays, and this time, see, he didn't get his head around enough, had his arm out, and they're going to call that one.
Pass interference. Number 14 of the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
Right side, Samuel.
That's it. That's the way. That's SEC downhill tailback running. Richard Samuel forced back into that tailback spot. Comes through, follow your guys. Nice block that time inside by Gates, number 72. Comes in off the bench and does a nice job blocking there. See, this is what I expected. I have to admit, this is what I'd do if I was going against this Florida defense. I would put a load in at tailback and run the ball right at him. And then from there, you get your play action pass, big plays. Because when you turn on the tape, that's what you see.
Richard Samuel now 9 carries for 36 yards. Listed on the depth chart as the 3rd tailback. Play action, Murray.
Oh,
my gracious.
And it was set up perfectly by Bobo. It could have been a touchdown. Now Bobo knew it. Remember he had the reverse pass that Murray overthrew Charles on? Then they started running the ball. And effectively running the ball. You got him in the flat, catch it, and you basically walk in. Bostic had a shot, but I don't think he would have made the play because Bruce Figgins should have caught that one.
Well, call on Samuel.
How about Samuel?
Rather inspired today, don't you think?
Yeah, you got to give it to that offensive line, that fullback, and the effort of Richard Samuel. I'm telling you, if I coach Georgia, I'd show number 1, this is how you have to run the ball in this league.
Mark Richt.
First lead of the day.
Extra point is up and good.
What a beautiful drive. Tough, hard-running drive. Remember, the pass interference kept it alive, but they just got it right up there. Right between the 2 tackles. Gates across, comes across and gets a big block. Number 72. And right at the Florida defense.
On the left, that's Mark's son, Zach.
Southern Outdoorsman. Tune in each week as we take you around the South for the region's best in hunting, fishing, and outdoor sport, with a focus on what the Southern sportsman needs to know, including special tips presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Visit our website at csssports.com for more information and show times. CSS Outdoors, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, begins each Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern, only on CSS.
Does your business have the financial control it needs? Here's what you can expect from Regions. A bank that provides you with real business expertise. Check. A professional optimization of your cash flow with a Regions Cash Core analysis. Check. Cash management solutions and the smart lending options you need to grow your business. Check. Plus, it all comes with award-winning service to help you achieve more balance. Interested? Let's talk. Looking good.
We're under attack by termites. We're fighting back with Centricon. Here's how it works. The termites attack Centricon stations inside of your space station, exposing themselves to an agent that targets their underground colony. The colony goes, ah!
Call Cooks to see how affordable it is to upgrade to Centricon's proven protection. The inspection is free.
Centricon rules, right, Commander Chuck?
You are one smart kid, Lewis.
Cooks Pest Control.
And now it's time for our Geico game recap.
Big news coming in. John Brantley returning off the high ankle sprain. He had missed 2.5 games. He's played almost every snap at quarterback today. Phillips on to replace Caleb Sturgis. Missed his first kick. And then the first touchdown of the game on 4th down, 4th and 19. It's Jordan Reed with the catch. Florida up by 7. With the score 14-3. Here was Jeff Demps, 99 yards for the touchdown. Special teams excelling for Florida in the game. On another 4th down, Michael Bennett, this time from Aaron Murray. And then to tie it up, Tavares King on 4th down. Makes the grab in front of Jalen Watkins. Didn't last long, however. Phillips on, following another great kickoff return that broke the tie 2017. Blair Walsh having a tough day. He's missed twice from inside 30, and then moments ago, Richard Samuel, who's playing inspired football, gives Georgia its first lead of the game.
They're going to do this one over. You never kick the ball when Vern's doing the scores. It's the first thing you learn in the SEC.
Well, no. You get the Geico guy. He gets angry.
You wait till Vern stops, then you kick the ball. Now, Vern, this is the best play for Florida, the kickoff. You wonder if they just showed what they were going to do. They squib kicked it. They kind of gave it away. Walsh was so into following directions of not kicking it deep, they kind of gave away their strategy.
Now Rainey hustles back.
Right, they're going to put Rainey up short.
Yes.
See, look at that. Now did you kick it deep? That's very interesting.
Now pick your poison. Two guys who comprise the fastest backfield in college football. Demps and Rainey. They squib kick it again.
But Rainey's there.
Yeah. And he's out to the 30 and down at the 35-yard line. Well, this one has had a couple of twists and turns.
Yeah, I mean, last year they were behind. Georgia was entering the fourth quarter, 21-10, something like that. This time again behind in the fourth quarter, but they seem to have more aggressiveness. I mean, able to run the ball. I think Aaron Murray's having a wonderful game here throwing the ball. Now it's Weiss and Brantley's turn. Nothing has gone right for this Florida team.
Trey Burton is in as the Wildcat quarterback now. He hands it off left side. It's Demps trying to get outside. And a good job of pursuit led by Brandon Boykin, and there's Sean Williams, number 36.
Yeah, nothing, since that fumble by Rainey, nothing has gone right for this offense. That's why I think Weiss decided we got to try something different. Remember, the only completion of this half by Florida was fumbled by Frankie Hammond, so they got one completion for a turnover.
Second down at the 39. Burton still in. Nothing doing on that one.
Ogletree again, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I tell you now, when you try to, I just don't believe Florida can run the ball with Trey Burton at quarterback. I just don't believe it. This is a big, stout defensive line, fast linebackers. They don't believe that Burton will throw it effectively. They'll challenge the run. And coming in on third down, Brantley has got shades of last year when we did this game. Remember that?
3rd and 6, Brantley back. 5 wides. Blitz coming from the corner. Brantley comes near side. It's caught for the first down by Jordan Reed.
He's a special, I'm telling you, this guy is a special football player, Jordan Reed. He's going to have a career. He's going to be an NFL tight end, H-back. He's like Aaron Hernandez with maybe as good of ball skills as I've seen in a long time from a big man.
Aaron Hernandez now in New England, and of course Jordan Reed, a former quarterback, played some in that position last year. Big third down conversion. It's first down and 10, time called by Georgia. .11:35 to go. Sun descending on the first coast in Jacksonville, Florida. And a full house enjoying a compelling football game. The Gators, trailing by 4 now, have a first down and 10. They send Rainey wide to the left. Brantley in the second half, 2 for 8 for 19 yards.
I'm telling you, I'm going to go to Jordan Reed until they prove they can stop him. Number 11 is a mismatch.
2-man rush. And there's Reed, and yes, it was. So 2 for 9 for Brantley now.
He's going to be covered by linebackers. He comes inside that time of Jones. He's right there. Just an inaccurate throw that time. That should have been a big gainer.
2nd and 10.
I don't know if they're lined up right, Florida. They seem to be. They could get called here for too many people in the backfield.
No flag. The pass is wide right. Oh, they do. The flag thrown on the far side. Yes.
It was right on the edge of it. I don't know if that was the call, though. It looked to me like they had 5 in the backfield from the formation.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 11 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Must have called Nixon, number 73, for flinching. I don't know exactly what it was. I thought they had too many people in the backfield there. Oh, see, the slot slightly moved.
Yes.
Right before the snap that time. It had to be Jordan Reed, slightly moved.
12 penalties on Florida. Georgia brings 4. Brantley goes deep right side. And that one for Quentin Dunbar is out of bounds, incomplete. Sanders Cummings, good coverage.
It sure was. Not had a deep ball. Florida, the last 2 times we saw them, they threw a deep ball both against Alabama and LSU. So far, nothing deep.
So here's your basic 3rd and 15 again.
Yeah, and until last pickup by Jordan Reed, Florida was 1 for 9 on 3rd down. They're still 2 for 10 in the game. So Todd Grantham's defense on 3rd down has done the job.
Right side, incomplete. Another low snap, and Brantley limping as he heads to the sideline.
Once you take your eyes off it, as a playing quarterback, I can tell you, it's hard to refocus downfield. And as Brantley comes off, you can see the longer he plays, the more he's starting to feel that ankle.
Kyle Christie on to punt. Boykin is the deep man. Fair catch called for and taken at the 19-yard line. 37-yard punt, nothing on the return. Aaron Murray and the Bulldogs on the field offensively when we come back.
Georgia fans want Georgia gear, and the #1 place for Georgia Bulldogs merchandise is the G-Shop at GeorgiaDawgs.com. With over 2,600 Bulldogs items, including jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more, the G-Shop at GeorgiaDawgs.com has the greatest selection you'll find anywhere. You'll also get great customer service, 365-day hassle-free returns, and $4.99 flat rate shipping on every order. So when you need Georgia Bulldogs gear, head to the G-Shop at GeorgiaDawgs.com.
At Nature's Own, we don't add artificial preservatives, colors, or flavors, or even high fructose corn syrup. We use only nature's best ingredients in our breads so that you can add the best of yours. Nature's Own. We are nature's baker.
A lot of window companies say they're factory direct when they're really selling someone else's window and paying someone else to install it. So if there's ever a problem, you get the runaround. But at Champion, we are the factory. We manufacture and install everything ourselves. So you always know what you're getting and who you're getting it from.
Right now, save 20% on windows and siding, plus save 10% on a new Champion patio room. Call today for a free estimate.
When you compare and choose Champion, you win every time.
First down 10, backs in the eye. Aaron Murray has missed his last 7 throws. And he'll throw on first down, maybe. Threw that one away. So he's 0 for his last 8, and for the game, 14 of 32. Let's go down to Tracy Wilson.
Well, guys, Gators linebacker Jelani Jenkins out of the game right now with what looks to be a head injury. They were doing some tests on the sideline, and then they took him into the locker room for further evaluation.
All right, thank you, Trace. Second down 10.
I can tell you this one's coming right between the tackles.
And this time Florida ready for it. That's Jay Howard, number 6.
Yeah, I was a little surprised the first out call, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Howard does a good job.
3rd and 9. Play action. Murray diving try, incomplete.
That was one of the inaccurate throws that Coach Bobo said he really needs to step up his game. He says he loves to watch Drew Brees throw and play and watches a lot of tape of him. I can tell you, Drew Brees does not throw him like that. I mean, that's the one. If he wants to be at that elite level, that's the throw you need to make. That was a first down happening right there. It was a great call by Bobo. He had who he wanted and did not get the ball in the right spot.
Aaron Murray has now missed his last 9 in succession. Chris Rainey, number 1, on to return the punt of Drew Butler.
Is Florida going to make it happen again? Special teams?
That's a very short punt by Butler. Barely missed. Oh, it comes back, takes it back.
Wow. It's been Georgia helping. 2 missed field goals. Now remember, Butler and Walsh, 2 of the premier kickers in college football.
Special teams. Butler now in this game has 1 kick of 26 and 1 of 24.
As Vern likes to say, inexplicable.
And after something like that, oofta. Florida first down 10 at the Georgia 45 following a very short Butler punt. Low snap again. Demps goes left.
One of the things that Todd Grantham and the Georgia defense takes pride in, and they talk about it all the time, is setting the edge. What they mean is even if you're going to get blocked, make sure you get a stalemate at the end of the line of scrimmage. Hang in there, force it inside and let your linebackers make the tackle. That's exactly what happened there.
Take a look at Jonathan Harris in the center. That's where the problems have come with the snap. It's Trey Burton in the Wildcat now. Demps comes to the right side, weaves his way. He'll be short of the first down at the 37. Come a Cropper here in October. On 3rd down, no. Is short. That was Burton.
Yeah, that's the first time Brantley took a snap from under center, and he bobbled it. And he is limping worse and worse as the game goes on. Watch him on this one. He bobbles it, has to re-catch it, and nothing up front. Good defense. Christian Robertson, number 45, made the tackle on that play.
4th down 2. Brantley hobbles back into the huddle. 4th and 2, 8:20 to go. Clock running, and Georgia leading by 4.
Yeah, at least 5 seconds left. They need to hurry. And they have to burn a timeout.
They do.
It's like John has not been able to find that clock all game. Try to draw him off sides.
Brissett looks over. Play clock now at 8. At 5.
That's very interesting. Both teams burn a timeout. Seems like it's paying off for Georgia a little bit more. Now they get the ball back. That was a big timeout by Georgia. It got them the ball back.
Pretty good example of discipline, huh? Defensively.
Now remember, Florida was going to go for it twice. They were going to go for it before Florida's timeout. Then they were going to go for it before Georgia's timeout. And now, after the penalty, be a nice time to fake it, I have to say. Be a nice play to fake it.
Well, there was an interesting scene as we looked at it again. Christian Robinson goading Brissett, nodding his head.
Georgia's defense stays. They're playing defense safe.
Here's Christie's punt. And that one will be down. The inside the 5.
And Will Muschamp gets exactly what he wanted. He thought about it again, and he's going to challenge his defense with field position. There's a lot of thinking going on there, wasn't there?
Murray comes on. Muschamp. Mark Richt. And the Bulldog offense with 8:03 to go. Holding on to a 4-point edge. 9 straight incomplete.
Yeah, you got to load the box now. You got to force him to throw. Get down there in the box. Take away the run game.
They'll run on first down with Samuel. And he picks up 3. Michael Taylor, number 51, makes the tackle.
Samuel was a forgotten soul in this Georgia offense. Was supposed to be the stars, Caleb King, a lot of guys, not him. But he's come through in this game.
Crowell on the bench with an injury. So Samuel's got an extensive playing time, and this time nothing. Whoa.
Yeah, boy, I see just exactly what Muschamp thought. So I'll challenge my guys. I see if they can make the play. Inside Jay Howard standing strong. Bostic in there.
Third and 6.
Well, let's see it. Your quarterback in the SEC. You got to make plays like this.
He's missed his last 9.
Was his last completion the 4th down pass for a touchdown?
I believe it was. 3rd and 6. From the end zone, nothing doing. Georgia will punt. Omar Hunter got the sack.
Good coverage downfield. Good pass rush up front. Murray 0 for 9. Didn't feel comfortable pulling the trigger and had nothing.
And Butler, who last year led the country in punting with a 48-yard average, has among his efforts today 1 punt of 26, 1 punt of 24, and the always dangerous Chris Rainey awaits the punt at midfield. Demps up front.
Going to be half the distance to the goal.
Yep.
Demps flashed like he was going to go, and he got a little flinch from the Georgia slot back.
Let's chase Vassar, number 33.
False start. Number 48 of the offense. Half the distance. 4th down.
Or number 48.
Watch him. Watch him. Yep, they got it. 2 of them, actually. Could have been either one of them.
So now, Butler first checks to make sure that he's inside the back line. Rainey, you see the view from behind. Gets it out, short again.
Yep, bad one again.
Florida bounce again. And that's going to be ruled down at the 35-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, if Georgia loses this game, they're just going to, it's a disaster night on special teams for them.
So to the 24-yarder and the 26-yarder, add that one of 32 yards.
Right, and 2 missed field goals.
Right.
Kickoff return for a touchdown. Kickoff return to the inside to 30.
Might want to open up the budget and hire a special teams coach. First down, 10.
Well, if Charlie Weiss has any gadget plays or anything, we're going to see him now. It's 4 down territory. We're going to see everything he's got.
Under 6 to go. Brantley in trouble. Throws it away. Actually had Rainey for a slight edge.
Well, we talked about it. Kickoff return for a touchdown by Demps. That one produced 7 points. Later, DeBose takes one, doesn't score, but ends up giving 3 points. So So there's 10. 2 missed field goals make it 16, and 2 wobbly punts gives field position.
And a first down at the 36.
Both quarterbacks in the second half just been nothing.
No pressure this time on Brantley, as all day drills it right side. Diving try for the interception. That was intended for Rainey, who was well covered.
Yeah, let's give some credit to that Georgia secondary now. And they don't have much there. There's nobody open. Could have maybe hit Deontay Thompson in the seam, but that's easy from up here. On the field, it might look more crowded. I thought that was good coverage.
Florida with 19 total yards in the second half. Brantley has now missed 10 out of his past 11.
Yeah, he's 2 for 13 in the second half.
And it is 3rd and 10. See how many Georgia brings. They bring 4. Brantley back, pulls up, fires it behind the intended receiver, and into the back of the Georgia defender. That was Ogletree, and Brantley hit again.
Yeah, just as he was letting the ball go, the receiver, I believe it was Trey Burton, was giving up on his route. Comes up in the pocket. Burton's going to break it off just as he threw the ball. Brantley gets hit again from behind, that time by Jones.
Jarvis Jones has had a big day defensively. Florida will go for it on 4th and 10 with 5:37 to go.
This is interesting. A little pooch punt again would really put the pressure back on Georgia. I think Muschamp's going to call a timeout here. He may rethink this one too. You know, now he's almost committed. He's only got 1 timeout left in the game.
Yes.
Looking for a great deal? Don't miss out on this unique opportunity. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home in Columbia County has now been reduced over $25,000. It offers a fully wrapped hardy board exterior, rocking chair front porch, open floor plan, downstairs owner's suite, and fully fenced backyard. This house is located off I-20 at exit 194, only minutes away from Fort Gordon. Call Ross Trulock at 706-267-1269 or 706-868-1000 today.
I'm a paid non-attorney spokesperson. Are you a disabled professional who has had your claim denied or canceled by your insurance company? In the past, Unum Group has been fined millions of dollars after being accused of wrongly denying disability claims. Fighting a big insurance company can be overwhelming. Sokolov Law has helped disabled professionals in their fight against Unum and other insurance carriers. If you're unable to work due to a disability and your insurance carrier has denied your claim, don't give up. We may be able to help you recover the benefits you were denied. Call us now for a free legal consultation. Disability benefit pay may replace half or more of lost income.
If you believe your disability claim was unfairly denied or terminated, call 1-800-254-6067 now. Don't give up on your denied claim. Call us for a free consultation at 1-800-254-6067. Again, that's 1-800-254-6067.
Aaron Murray, tough second half. Hoping his squad will get the ball game and he can make amends. 4th down. Brantley, the quarterback. Gators need 10. From the backside, Jarvis Jones with his 4th sack of the day.
I'll tell you, Xavier Nixon has found out what it may be like to play at the next level, because when you face one of these guys, he comes to the outside, throws his arms away, and makes the play. Remember, Patchen might have been over there, but they lost Chaz Green. And on 4th down, Brantley has no shot. What a game by Jarvis Jones.
Young man from Georgia who started his career at Southern Cal. He actually started 9 games for the Trojans as a freshman. And came back home. Boy, are they happy to have him. 4 sacks today. Toss. Samuel stacked up.
How about that Florida defense now? They know they got to get it turned around quickly. I thought it was Kitchens, wasn't it?
It was. Darren Kitchens, number 49.
I saw Sharif Floyd there also.
Loss of 2.
Floyd has had a very good game. Howard's had a good game. We've called Bostic a lot. I've been impressed with Jalen Watkins, number 14. He's gotten beat a couple times, but that's the way it is. He's played a good game.
Second down, 12. Murray dances right, he'll tuck it and run it, and he's out of bounds. Needing about 3 for the first down. Michael Taylor with the tackle.
Well, this is the advantage that Aaron Murray has in the game that Brantley can't do. Murray gives you one more possibility. Coverage downfield, and he ends up getting something out of it when nothing was there. Michael Taylor making the play.
Rush yards today, look at this. Murray 42 and Florida. And of course, remind you again that in college football, sacks, and there have been 6 of them, come off the rushing total. It's third down. Aaron Murray has missed his last 9. Blitz, tipped, incomplete. Oh, there's a flag.
Yep. I will bet that Marcus Roberson has his arm on the receiver as he goes with his left arm to knock it down. Let's see. Does he put his right arm?
Yes.
Right
Pass
arm
interference.
hooks him.
Number 5 of the defense. Penalty will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Yeah, that Michael Bennett, and he came and took his right arm on the play. Florida's penalties and turnovers. Watch his right arm hook him. Had his jersey with one arm, then his right arm on the back, and that's what that back judge sees.
13 penalties for the Gators today, referencing the 16 that they committed against Tennessee. That was the second highest total in Florida history. There are 13 for the day. I formation again. Crowell is back in there. Dances right. Down the sidelines, out of bounds with another Bulldog first down.
Pressed it to the line of scrimmage exactly the way he's supposed to do. Don't give up on it. Follow him, and then take it outside. Follow your big fullback. Bruce Figgins that time. That's exactly how you have to do it.
3:30 to go. Both teams, 1 timeout remaining.
Remember, clock keeps going even though he does go out of bounds. Take it all the way down, under 2 seconds on the play clock before you snap it, Aaron Murray. Bleed everything you can out of it.
Yes, indeed. Here's Crowell. And the clock will continue. Ronald Powell makes the tackle for the Gators.
This is the key stop for Florida. This is the game stop because on third down, Will Muschamp can use his last timeout. So after second down, he's got to let it run. Some coaches like to take the timeout after second down and tempt the offense with throwing a pass.
Well, Muschamp gazes up at the scoreboard. 2:33 to go. Timeout. Georgia. That's their last. Well, Mark Richt, 101 wins at Georgia, but 8 losses to Florida. His overall record in the championship years, 01 to 05, 52 and 13. He won 3 SEC East titles, 2 SEC championships. A footnote to that, each time they appeared in the championship game, they had lost to Florida in this game. Still, everything going really smoothly, 30-9, 11-5 versus ranked teams, 2006, 7 and 8, and then the last couple of years have been tough.
There's 2 groups of people that are pulling for Georgia. Okay, there's the Georgia fans.
Right.
There's the Boise State fans.
Right.
And then there's one guy Tim Brando wants this, the Georgia week, because he wants the fly in the ointment thing. We got two groups and Brando.
Most career head wins. Vince Dooley, of course, was 17-7 with one tie in his years in Georgia. They owned Florida in the 80s, but then this guy Spurrier came in 1990, and it flipped everything. 2nd down and 9.
I not believe they're going to throw the ball. Could feel like a quarterback draw.
Oh my goodness. Deep left side. Wow. Chris Conley.
I guess when you're 2-8 against Florida, you're willing to let it go. Because that's the whole game right there. This is incomplete. Remember, Florida will have their last timeout. Good coverage. Stop on the outside. And against Jalen Watkins, who was beat on the 4th down play, Connolly, a true freshman, comes up with the catch. Remember, he's only playing because Malcolm Mitchell is not. What a call by Mark Rick and Mike Bobo.
And it ends a string of 9 consecutive incomplete thrown by Aaron Murray. Now the clock under 2.
Incredible aggressive call. An incredibly aggressive call.
To the 15, it's Samuel again, number 22. Florida has called its last timeout.
I have to say, I mean, I said it before the call. I never would have guessed that. It's not like Florida wasn't playing coverage. They had the guy right there. That's as aggressive a call at the end of a game we've seen. And I think when you go 3-18 and 2-8, you make those type of calls.
Now time for the play of the game presented by Napa Auto Parts. Here's Scott Howard of the Georgia Radio Network.
2nd and goal, handoff, Richard Samuel, big hole burst, touchdown! He would not be denied. He wanted it on the last play.
Well, Scott Howard, who for a long time was the sidekick of the legendary Larry Munson, now retired. How can we come to this game without thinking of Larry Munson?
Well, yeah. I don't know. I just sit here and marvel at what Georgia did right there. That is as gutsy a call as I've seen, because I'm telling you, if that was incomplete, okay, and then they get stopped right after, there would be so much second guessing of Mark Rick had Florida run down there and scored. But that's what you do. You got to make tough decisions no matter what we say or the fans say, and he made a tough decision incorrectly.
Crowell, the freshman running back, goes right, but now the Gators cannot stop the clock. Will Muschamp insisting this week that there was way too much ink being wasted in stories about him as a graduate of Georgia coming back to play the Bulldogs in his first year as the head coach. Muschamp, of course, his dad Larry, a coach, school administrator, grew up in Rome, Georgia. Then the family moved to Gainesville, lived there 10 years. He went back home, and now his mom and dad, by the way, are not at the game. They decided to watch it on television.
This should take it under 20 seconds for 4th down if Georgia holds on to the ball here.
Samuel.
It should be, by the time 4th down happens, it should be under 20 seconds. And remember, for Georgia, it was all in front of them. You see the stats for Florida. For Georgia, the story was in front of them. When they lost to South Carolina, they had to win out now. They had to beat Florida, Auburn, and Kentucky, and they still need help. South Carolina has to lose. Remember, South Carolina's at Tennessee tonight, at Arkansas next week, and Florida in 2 weeks.
They'll snap it right before it gets to 17 rather. Up the middle, Samuel.
Ball game. It's no touchdown, but they don't need it.
Samuel limping as he heads to the bench. Stopped at the 1. What an effort by Richard Samuel in this ball game. So many players just giving it their all, including Aaron Murray.
And there's the hug.
That's his son, Zach. Two other sons, John and David, a daughter, Anya. His wife, Catherine, by the way, is not here because Catherine has entered nursing school back home in Athens.
Well, I hope she passed her test tomorrow as well as Mark passed his tonight. She has a big test Monday. She's studying for it.
Our player of the game, no doubt here, 6 tackles, 4 of them for sacks, 1 forced fumble, the 5th player in Georgia history with 4 or more sacks in a game. Richard Samuel being assisted off the field. His last carry cinched it. Bulldogs win it for the first time since 2007. The final 24-20. For Gary Danielson, Tracy Wolfson, I'm Vern Lundquist saying so long from Jacksonville. The final score in the thriller. Georgia 24, Florida 20.
Coming up on Monday, we'll get you caught up on all of the college and pro football action from this past weekend. That's Sports Night at 6 and 11:30, only on CSS.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $10 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
There's no way to hide it. If you drive drunk, we will find you. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement and cracking down like never before.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight? Sir, have you been drinking this evening? Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
Make no mistake, you will get caught and you will be arrested. Over the limit, under arrest.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, it's the new AT&T smartphone.
Nice. I wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got a good deal.
Look at that screen. Ooh. Fast, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, FITD.
It streams movies. Real web browsing. Turn left now. Look at this camera. Hold on. Let's get a photo. I'm listening to downloaded music. Oh, I can afford that. See ya.
The AT&T Impulse 4G. For $29.99, there's no excuse not to get your own. AT&T.
You want to save money on car insurance? No problem. You want to save money on RV insurance? No problem. You want to save money on motorcycle insurance? No problem. You want to find a place to park all these things? Forget about it. This is New York.
Hey, little guy, wake up.